certainly the best.
Thank you for joining me on the program Woman to Woman. I'm Adesiwa Osawagie. And today on Woman to Woman, we want to look at a very sweet topic. Delicious, if I may use that word. But it's a fantastic topic you don't want to miss. And we have titled today's edition of Woman to Woman, Understanding Boundaries. The power or the ability to refuse. Refuse what exactly? You need to stay by so that you will know what we are going to dish out for you, and the power to say no to quite a number of things. Christmas is around the corner, don't forget. And a lot of young girls, I'm not mixing words, will debut sex. Yes, they will debut sex. And how will that happen? Most of it is going to be a first one, not by choice. How do they say no so that this does not happen to them? For some careless parents, your children are going to come home with hair that you didn't buy for them, and you will not care to know how they got it. Some are going to come with clothes, baggage jeans, boyfriend jeans, all of that gin thing that you clearly did not buy. And these kids are not working. And most of them are going to be on the age, or maybe say, let's put the benchmark at 15 to 18 thereabout. And these things were not bought for them by you, your husband, relatives, or even family friends. So how did they get it? They will debut sex. And if you're not careful, they will, right under your nose. And how do you cop this? How do you nip it in the bud? How do you guide these young girls against debuting sex that they do not want to get into, but are either pressurized or forced to? How? That's why I have Mabel Adege in the studio this afternoon. And she is, should I call her the coordinator of Teen Guidance Initiative, Teens Guidance Initiatives. She is the originator or the creator or the CEO, anyone you want to put in, but now she put them down. And this is to enlighten girls on the dangers of things that may come their way if they are not careful. So Mabel, it's a pleasure to have you join us. And thank you for what you do for young girls.
Thank you.
You know, I saw you on Facebook and I was like, wow. The way you have beautiful women like this who are carrying our young girls like fire in their hearts. You're one of those persons. And I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, to our topic for today, Mabel. Girls are growing.
Yes,
girls are budding, small. Girls are changing, and some very dirty men are looking at them in a way that they are not supposed to look at them. Yes, now let's look at young girls and sex.
You know, when you were talking, I was just laughing. Thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Mabel, for coming.
As when you were talking, a lot of things, you know, started going through my mind. When I was growing up, I keep on saying this on a daily basis. My mom was not educated. She not even get primary 6 results.
But she gets certificate of born fine girl like you. Let's go on.
But what I went through, if it is now, I would have sued my mom. Because the way I was brought up, it was very hard. Let me just share part of it. It will help us. My mom, she has a table close to her room, like this very table close to her room, that once you go out and come back, she has a fixed date that she will lie her girls. We'll be on the queue like this. She will be checking one after the other to see if you are still a virgin.
Wow.
She will use this native egg. You will open your leg. In fact, you will lie down there and put it inside there and see if you are still a virgin. If you are not, you are gone. No. And God so much helped all of us to meet up with our expectations. Let me use that word. We all got married as a virgin. I'm saying this publicly.
Okay.
You get. If you go out, you know that where you are coming from, your home, your mother, she's not the type that tolerates nonsense. You will cooperate yourself. You will sit up. Even when you have the mind to do it. But if you remember that, there is always a day that they will check if you still have this thing, no, you will not misbehave. And another thing you said that made me to remember something again. When we were growing up, you dare not wear clothes that she did not buy for you. There was a day that we were going somewhere. My friends told me, "Na trouser one way." I don't get trouser because my mom will never buy for you. And I said, okay, my friend now brought one trouser. And I took the trouser to my sister. I hope your mother is listening or watching this program. You're in trouble. And I took the trouser to my mom's sister's, that's my auntie's place. I kept the trouser there. I tied wrapper and I went out. When I got there, not to, even as you are wearing, as you are coming out, you are watching. If my mom will see you, that was the.
So or you broke the rule.
Or maybe you will go outside. You will not come back late. Or some guys will not come and check you at home. You are gone. She will ask you what happened to your gender. Why this guy? Now let you just date this community when he come for. Okay, the school where you say she's your classmate, she's this. What about others classmates? Oh, is you, eh?
Why didn't you go to those
You
people?
are gone. I just feel at this stage, mothers, they have a big role to play.
Okay, you know, mothers of those days and mothers of these days are not really operating on the same pedestal.
Yes.
Mothers of those days had time and things were not this difficult. Today, a woman wants to get married. The first thing the man asks is, what are you going to bring to the table? You get it. So a woman is working, a man is working. In our society today, you see that 50% of homes, you have women as the breadwinners. You know? Circumstances may be so. Right. All right, we have about 50% of women who are breadwinners. All right, and they are working morning, night to make ends meet. Yes, most of these women don't really have that kind of time that our mothers had. They don't have. So what can today's woman do to help our daughter who is not ready, for intimate relationship? What can that mother do to help this daughter stay safe?
Okay, even though we have a lot of working class women nowadays, I think there's still a way out.
What is that way out? That
and
is
number one is to have, in a week, you cannot tell me Monday to Sunday you are busy. You should have a particular day set outside to always have meeting with your children. Communicate with them. Talk to them, have open communication with them, talk about sex education. Don't hide it. You know those days when we were growing up, my mom would say, if any man touch you,
you don't get belly.
You don't get belly. Mama, it was later I discovered that it is not touching that causes pregnancy. It's not touching now. Why hiding all these things from us? Why hiding it from your children? Hit the name on the head. It is not touching. Let them know that there is something beyond touching. You keep on telling your children, if man touch you, you'll get it. It took me a long time that even that time, if you want to touch me, I go dress. Because I feel say as you don't touch me, I go miss my period the next day. It is not touching that causes pregnancy. Do you know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you know why? What happened during their time is not what is happening in this Gen Z generation. You will see 20 years old girl, her body count is already 20. If not even more than. But those days, will you try it? Even our time, and I told you, the guidelines that my mommy placed on ground, that you dare not cross it. If you do it...
How many women have that time today?
That was the reason I said there is still time if you don't want disgrace. It's even obvious that a lot of women, that disgrace itself, now they are powder. Because girl come out now, you buy parfait, one. You are angry as a mother. Why did you not buy two? Why one? Is your child working? I think last week I was telling one of my friends, I was like, Osas, see people just they wear bow straight coils everywhere. We won't be saying we they work. Fear not they let us buy hair.
You're right.
I go calculate, so I will do instrumental payment, they deposit for months before I can buy it. Thank God for people thank God for those people selling that allowed instrumental payment. But nowadays, mama, as you are even there depositing 20,000, you will see a young girl that will come and drop 300 that carry her. She will pay cash. My friend now say, you know, go cover your eye. One night, they don't buy those.
Where did they get this money from?
To stand whatever, they don't pay for those things. But you are working, waiting for monthly salary.
You know, I boarded a taxi one day, and we're going, and then when we check the tariff, I said, okay, and then the guy said, madam, you will add something to me. I said, why? Is this not what your tariff says? I'll pay you what I owe you when I get to my destination. I say, no. If it's one of these Gen Z girls now, they will just give you something big. I said, what did you say? So one of these Gen Z girls now, just one phone call, they're making 150,000. And somebody was saying that there's this little girl, barely 18, who stays around her areas, who charges between 200 and 250,000 naira for hookup. How did we get it wrong?
Do you know that?
Why are mothers encouraging disgrace?
If you are not doing it to, like some women, if you are their child and you are not even doing these things, you don't know anything.
I don't understand these things that you're saying. What are they doing? You
if you are not doing the
hookup, you just said hit the nail on the head. So
if you are not doing hookup, you don't have a Yahoo boyfriend. Do you even know even girls of nowadays, mama? They are not ready for dating, courtship.
Stop making me feel old. Call me Adesua.
Oh, Auntie Ade. They don't like dating. We see some on social media on daily basis.
They don't want to date.
They will tell you, I'm not available for dating. Hookup is okay. I want to go into it. Why? Because just one night, they will have everything. They will have the money that even civil servants, senior civil servants will not earn in a month.
Let me tell you something. Let me break your heart further. Do you know that these are young girls are seeing all of these things? Because these girls will do what they want to do. They come on TikTok to flaunt it. And our young ones, they use phone.
Yes.
And they are seeing all of these. They are copying all of these. How do we save them? How do we help them? You remember once upon a time where a 10-year-old girl or so, a 10-year-old girl was doing had a sex video. You remember that time?
I'm trying to remember.
This small girl, I think between 10 and 11 or so, had a sex video.
I remember.
She had a TikTok page
Yes.
then. She was just 10. And she already knew what sex is.
Yes.
So you know that a lot of our children know what sex is already. But how do we help them?
But
how do we save them?
Man, I want to also let you know that all these children we are talking about, these teenagers that are already aware of sex life, I can tell you 80% of them learnt it from outside, not from their mother. Because we try to hide the truth from them. See, once your child is 10 years old, start lecturing or teaching that child about sex education.
I think 10 is even too far with the kind of things we're seeing in our society today.
It's too far. And I will always tell you, the problem will always go back to we mothers. We should monitor our children. Okay, your child wants phone, you will just give. There is no boundaries, no password, nothing. We don't use password because you want to keep secrets. We also use password on our phones because you want to hide some things from your children. Because even nowadays, even when you don't even have some naked or whatever on your phone, they will always pop up on your phone.
Yes, they do.
Just on their own. So restrict your children from phone until they get to that age, 18 years. Your child wants to do assignment, be there. Don't worry, when I come, you will use my phone and do it. Make sure you are the one monitoring, you are the one typing it. You are the one helping her to get the answer that she wants.
Okay, another thing that parents don't do these days is that 3-letter word sex is an abomination for some parents to talk about it.
Yes.
I remember vividly at a forum, I offered to come talk sex with the girls. And I saw the way some parents reacted. No, 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 no. My child does not do anything. No. I don't want anybody to corrupt my child. And on and on and on and on. I asked the question, does your child watch TV when you're not there? Do they watch movies when you're not there? Do they use your phones when you're not there? It was even a man who was protesting and he said yes. I said, good, I rest my case. You understand?
Yes.
He should use his tongue to count his teeth or use his teeth to count his tongue, whichever one he wants to do. So this so much abominable word that is destroying our children today, how can parents talk to their children about it? And is it only a mother who should talk to the children about sex, or is it also a father's business?
Did you know why I keep on focusing on women?
No, because bad pikin and mama get am.
Nah, mama get
Okay.
the good one. I remember one time, you know, my child did something that was very wrong. The next thing, my husband say, "Na me make the pikin do am," and it was not me at all. And I can tell you this, you know, when a child is good, it's for the father. But when the child is bad, now the mama, they will even tell you, your mama no, like you don't have upbringing. You get. I just feel that at this stage, if you know your husband is too busy, you don't have choice than to do the work of a mother and a father.
Maybe let's take a short break here. When we come back, you come and tell us exactly how a mother should talk sex with the child, the words that she should use. Whether she should say, when Peter went to Jerusalem, or you know the way mothers are, they dance around circles. But what is happening is happening. We'll take a very short break now. When we come back, she will tell us how to go about it. All right, guys, we're still here doing our thing as women on Woman to Woman, and Mabel is about to tell us how you can gather your children together, particularly the female. We're not leaving the male child now. Particularly your female children, how you can talk to them about sex. Not between of quarrel. Not between of when a man holds you, you get pregnant. That is not it. All right, so she's going to be telling us at least a few steps before we round up. So Mabel, ball is in your court.
I'm here. Okay, I think, you know, when we were talking, I said they should always have meeting. Parents should always have meeting with their children. If you are the busy type, at least once in a week. When you gather them, tell them about sex education. Tell them, you see this sex we are talking about is not for you, but this is how it is. The reason why you need to tell them, as you are telling them about the sex, also tell them the consequences of unplanned sex. Because if you don't tell them the consequences, they might go and practice it. So when you tell them the consequences, it will put fear in them. So also remind them, when you are talking to them, also remind them about their goal and aspiration. When you tell them that, oh, you want to be a doctor, they will say yes. You want to be a lawyer, okay. You cannot become all of that if you get pregnant along the line.
Okay, that's one line I want to take you up on, because this has happened. If you get pregnant, and a girl got pregnant along the way, and her friends helped her to terminate it. And it was the mother who got to know about it last when complications came up. So, in telling them the consequences, shall we not also tell them that sex is not for them?
Yes, definitely you will tell them sex is not for you. That is the reason, as you are telling them sex is not for you, you will tell them, if you do this, this is the consequences. You will tell them, me in a way, but it's not 100%, you have to put fear in them. Because we have seen a lot of children who got pregnant along the line, their parents never rejected them.
Is putting fear in them not a problem in itself? Because see, they have all of these gadgets. They have phones. Even if they don't have phones, they have friends. But they have friends who will tell them. They have friends who have already debuted sex and are not happy that their friends are still, how do they call them now? They have this name they call them. You know, they are still, I don't know, I can't remember this word now, but there's this word that they use. this will never open eye, that kind of a thing. They have debut sex. Do you know that there are young girls, 15, 16, 13, who are in the business of recruiting their friends for boys?
Yes, a lot of them.
And then they get a percentage of whatever the boy is going to give to the girl. Do you know there are girls like that?
We have a lot of them. That is why, as a parent, you will keep on talking. It's not just a day one, as in one day, a day thing. You advise your children this November. You will say, oh, I've spoken with them now. That's all. If you like, you hear. If you like, not hear, now your life. No. You talk today, tomorrow. You will keep on talking until they get to that phase in life where you want them to.
You know, naturally, mothers were harsh.
Yeah.
So what manner of approach are mothers supposed to use to talk to their daughters?
Be your daughter's best friend.
I don't hear them.
Be your daughter's best friend. Be a friend that your daughter cannot do without you. If anything happens, okay, look at what happened. I don't know if we have time. I did a video before I came here today. There was a story that came to my table today. One woman had 3 children. Another man was molesting them through anus.
3 children?
Yes.
Oh my God.
The children, they finally find out under that man's roof was 16 children. Not big girls, so 16 boys, teenage boys. From
it was sodomizing them.
Like, do you know one died along the line because his born private part was now getting swollen on a daily basis. It was hospital they discovered it. But one woman inside among all these reports, 3 of her children were part of this thing. But she never discovered it one day. Even to the extent that it was, the woman is a tailor, I will not mention name. It was one of her girl in the shop that now said, the way this your son is working is unusual. Like, this is not how he used to work. Her anus was not paining him. He cannot walk well. The mother never discovered it. If that child was your best friend,
how is it possible?
He will relate to you and say, "Mommy, look at what is going on." But because you are harsh, you are violent, you want to pass all your message with fight and fire, they won't get anything. Like person like me, personally, if you shout at me, I will not get any message you want to pass to me.
All right, maybe time is not our friend. I wish we could go on and on and on. Let's just round this up now with you saying one sentence or one statement to that mother who is finding it difficult to talk about sex to the child, who is finding it difficult to teach her child how to set boundaries, who is finding it so difficult to teach her child to have a voice to speak up, to say no and mean it.
Well, I will say be your child best friend, whether male or female. Be so much close to them that they can relate anything to you. And one word I will not forget to say, make sure you spend money on your children, so that they will not go outside and get it. And also make sure that as a mother there is peace in that home. Because if they don't have peace, they will go out there and get the peace.
All right, people, this is it for today on the program. Try and be your children's best friend as a mother, because you are that very first person the child knows. So be your child's best friend. Create as much time as you can for your child and try to observe your children. And don't be judgmental when they talk to you, so that you will be able to help them set boundaries, have a voice to say no, and mean it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Certainly the best.
Waya bota na ni wa ugi bota we se ni ma gwa kandere na ni wa o ko wa ni nori lohion nori le emata noria emi no keke no ma bewo ke no we ria akugbo orewo ore ken orodun we ore logi oroka le na iwe mi na dewe na ya ke ni wa Allah da wewo ọba ya jẹ àárín ọba rẹ̀ ya jẹ́ náà ya fẹ́ náà ya ahọ́ rẹ̀ gbé ma ní ẹ̀dọ́ ma ní ọkà ayèlè ma ní ọdún wèé ma ní ọkà ma ní ẹ̀nìjì ma yé wọ̀rẹ̀ gbé ma àdéhùn màmá ahọ́ rẹ̀ gbé ma lèvi yẹn yà làwùdá ọ̀rẹ́ rẹ̀ kẹ́ni ma yé ó sọ ẹni máa gbà kan nàfi náà ní wọn ìbòtà rẹ̀ dẹ̀ náà náà ọ̀rẹ́ máa rọ̀ tún máa rẹ̀ Victor Bizugbe òwútu ẹ̀.
Adonewu wadonewu zomo wa ya bitota wa ya se peti wa watuta age peti ota na eme no bun no wa ye wo e ma ho na agun akan run da were no nya pon na ti opan so me no manya ogweya heku oba atope
ise owere ma otemere oye gboma no bi abe oka orabe obukan
eni wa bota wa bere re kai afuwe gbosa lo bo ogo wa yaro wa ya tota wa we dan here emi ni ma we you no kan we epetu we na wa we se oba atope
ise mere ma so abose nje no bi e o no ri ejoba yo kai o we do ya fe ina be o ka jo ye o ya fe worldwide me do to wa ya oba atope
ise
eri ma gwa ka ni wa o emi ni no kan ba gae oka Yare ọjọ́wé yare òhẹ́ yare ọ̀kagele ní anáhìrẹ́wó elógèrè rọ̀ ọ̀dẹ́mìnà fíánà elógèrè rẹ̀ wòsó ẹ̀wọ̀n elógèrè anámẹ̀ ọjọ́wé náà ríra ọjọ́wé ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ òhẹ́ ọ̀rìnrìn zẹ́lilẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n elógèrè rọ̀ ọjọ́wé náà rọ̀ ọjọ́wé ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n ni. Kewawe ejon ke yana o ni ojo no iwe selele o ga ohen ni ohen isagbo ahon lo pon wo bowe o ga ohen ne oba ri pade bo dugbe o ni ohen no saibo no temata we ebi yana ma ru ebi yana ye no sunu ogele sunu gese na azo ne wo ya duna o ni ohen o ana mi we ebo ọ̀rẹ́ wo eri ọ̀rẹ́ náà ọ̀ka ọ̀rẹ́ arọ̀ níwọ̀n ẹ̀wọ̀n ọ̀ka ọ̀yé ẹ̀nọ́gì sẹ́tìn àríwá ọ̀ka ọ̀rẹ́ àríwá ẹ̀nọ́gì àríwá ọ̀ka ọ̀rẹ́ arọ̀ òtótó ẹ̀nọ́gì ẹ̀họ́ yìí ẹ̀wọ̀n ọ̀ka ọ̀yé nọ̀zẹ́kọ̀ọ̀ka ọ̀rẹ́ ọ̀dùn wòye nọ̀wé zẹ́kẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ òhẹ́ nọba lẹ́wọ́rẹ́ yẹn wéwé àlọ́wọ́. Dado erare dado wae ojon we eraro gojo ojon we yoka ze he nogi go gbejo iyan ka ze koka iyan ka ze fe ohe to bo erawe re ogwa yoka re ze ini wa eyi no iya ehana ayan na nda sumina nene ejeje ogewo ero nene adoro na ya dole wo yi ero no salobo ahi oyi re ni nana no ya tolewo ana bu ayo as ero no salobo ahi ni ya we no kete na wo ana gwa lo to stress o ma na obi ewo o se ti ojo we ewo o tedo we ni ari wu na de era bi yu na ke wo bere ona do bi owe woni o se ti mo jo we o wa yi abon awon aruko gbeba o se ti mo jo we o yi wa sunu ni a o wa bi e ba odun ma Yesu egbe o wo ori odun o ya gboro e o bi wa di egwa e ma ni je won ya ro e ma onu su ni eyin ewo no iro ile we ota mo nu su e teme bizo
bàbá ọgbọgbọgbunu ẹ̀yìnà èkwe mú wàá hàn wí yọ̀tàn ọ̀nà alóhùhù húdàwẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ́ yín àkẹwà àmẹ̀wẹ̀ ẹni ebò àmẹ̀wẹ̀ tí àwọn àmẹ̀mí alúvìẹ́ ọgbàrà rẹ̀ mùdíà ọ̀rì vìẹ́ kàìmẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gọ́vnọ̀ mùdíà ọ̀nàfẹ́ kọmíṣánná bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pẹ́sidẹ̀ntì mùdíà ọ̀fẹ́ mínísítà kàìmẹ̀ ẹni ràrọ̀ ẹni ayé ẹ̀mẹ́sẹ̀ kìnà yé ẹ̀wọ̀n náà kàìmẹ̀ ẹ̀ yé n'èsì fìyẹ́ aweri ẹ ọkàw ọbẹgàrí wa katikati awunu ọdẹ ya na n'amọ wu kẹkẹrẹ wọbẹhi na tiẹ odonwọta odonwọwuẹ kẹ odonwẹha tí màmẹ uwu kí má kẹrẹ ìmá ẹwà ni àmúbọ yìí ẹ ọkàw yìí n'ogba ọkọtọ n'oga rẹ ẹ n'ẹrẹ gìmá lè wá fi owó ẹ dọlà ọtọrẹ wò náà wò dẹ̀nà máa kẹ́kẹ́ sọpá nẹ̀dẹ̀gí yé náà ní ibú nìyà àmà ìlú yọrẹ ìnógì náà àárí ọwọ́ kàó náà àárí ọwọ́ dánwò náà hùn dáwẹ́ àbẹ́bí ẹ̀ abẹ́ ọ̀kà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ náà gbá ọmọ àgì ẹ̀ hùn dáwẹ́ ọ̀dánwò èhìn náà wọ́n ẹ̀ ẹ̀tẹ̀ tí alẹ́ ló wọ́ ahíán sọpá èmi náà wà lókè kàbọ́ọ̀dù ó pàìmọ́ dín ara ìmí wẹ́ẹ́ ihe a ha na ama yo dunhu na ihe ga so le gbowe o ma de keke yeye ti ahin akuku gbe ona ga ewo na no pa iwe e wo ri hen o de yuvien we ya re ba bo ga we na ya le uvien na bo o kan lele ni ana ma mi we ra ito kan na wa so ihe ame no wa iseza ni wa muda yo de ihe mu ni mu na we de yo olùyẹn dè mí kéèyàn má dé ìyẹn wàá hùwà èwò dé ní wàá rọ̀ ní wàá rí wìnà ìwà ní wàá wìnà ìyẹn wàá láàyèrè ìfi ọgí ẹ̀ èkún nìyàn ọ̀nì iye nọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́kẹ́ èkíngì yàn ẹni wàá rí wa ní wàá rí rọ̀ ní wàá bọ̀ wò wa ẹni wàá bọ̀ ẹni ọmọ ògì èròdùn ẹ̀dẹ̀ asẹ̀ akọ̀tà ni ẹ̀dẹ̀ àrẹ gbogbo ẹ̀ ní àrùmọ̀ ẹ̀rẹ̀ adúwẹ̀ nùfẹ̀rẹ̀ gbẹ mami tí a máa mi adamewa ihe amị na-egbe nwa redio inú iná ní màá ná gbọ́n ní màá náà wà á wẹ̀ yí pìrìpìrì ná ọ̀nà àwọn èèyàn ẹsẹ̀ ọwọ́ bá zọ̀ má sọ mà anábìtá wẹ ogie ayẹwo náà ẹ̀ nẹ̀rẹ̀ máa ọ̀nù sọpẹ́ nẹ̀rẹ̀ máa ọ̀nù ọ̀gbùgì dọ̀lẹ̀ oyí ọba àtọ́pẹ́
wẹ́sẹ̀ ọ̀tẹ́rẹ̀ ríwọ̀ ọ̀ká ọ̀rùsùn iná ọ̀ká bọ̀ wà la ìnáwó ibi kékeré náà ló hàn wá rí yé wọ́n rí náà táyà táwọn ẹgbẹ́ bísú gbẹ́sọ́ kò yọ ẹ̀yọ́ ni.
wà á dọ́gbọ́n ni wọ́n ẹ̀ zẹ́bẹ̀ ní ìtẹ́rẹ́ yá gùn àkàyè sí ó ka owó katikati ọba ẹ̀rọ mẹ́ igi ọkà o nàgírí yé náà ní abọ́dún wèé nọ́gẹ́lẹ̀ rùsọ́ ọmọ sì rí sẹ́gbà abe dori wena ya nyi wena ya dole woji ai odoro time ni oke bi o we la o pe odion we o be de o yo kai rele o we ri e le gbe so pa ebi ni me ho ni yunu kan we mana baba na ni o ewe ewo le no gieje ewo ne no gieje amo bo mo ọkà o eje wa ana be miewe ọkà o ona we agwe enogi rọrùn dáwẹ ẹwọ ni ọ̀nà ìkàkàbọ dìgbà ọ̀vẹ́ wáyẹ òtọ́ ni ọ̀nà ìmíẹ̀wẹ àbúrò mọ́ka ọba enogi ọ̀ka òní enogi ọ̀ka zẹ ọ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀zẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé zẹ́rù dá egie ẹ̀rọ bá múnẹ ọ̀dínwó ẹ̀rọ rí zẹ̀ bá wà wẹ̀kẹ̀ bá pa igi ọ̀hẹ́ nọ̀rẹ́ bá ẹ̀rọ ìwé zẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọ̀yá lè gbé kíá so pa e wo ni buro ne igi ohenje ojo we aro e wo ni bu we ro no kawe je ojo we aro ami e wo ne ojo we je e wo no ojo we je ni pa wa ye we ohen na we aro ojo we o ka mi se ohen ni o zebe ototo yi debe no ye we omo no bari na ebe wewe oye ohen so bedo ya so e oni oba to bo ewo ni epo oni giangi ma ebun de ona aro so pa be ni lele na ya de ki o to ade we ami e oto no gboka okero ugbowedero we ni mado we wa re ma e mari yen gbe ni mado afi e emi no re iji oge ni ka ode na do afi e wori e ojo we ana aro gwejion ojo we o ka ze okan we ne nogi are e wo ni be ogwejion a be re egwa ogo hen o hen ni o ka be ize so pa an we emi na ube wo we e bo gba we na do mi agbaji awe we na ya izebe oka obo de wo ne enogi eje no enogi okaze wo ne enogi eje oka o okaze ojo wuye o izelele iwo ni si ede wa bi ke
wese eni wa hen matana ni uda we e won ka o ke wa re ro no ye nu wa we ilowo re na e wa so wo ka ogbe agbele ba yin re dun aye ame bo mata no yin agbele ni wa oka no re unode ya fe unagbe ye kovia ekena wo ka ora aye ko to ade wa mi unode no we no kata si go temege bizugbe unode eyin aye oka ko no ni edu agbe ni ori e ba mu na no ya goba
to bo
rude ana ya mo ye ba no ko deni bege no ko na are emi na aba ana ya we ai mo ye ba e ba ni na e ma dugie e ma ri emi je gwa iyan we ka bi abiyan ni re opese ni agbe o ya we izo be no wa no regbo ta be bi iyan emi no ore ogede emi no fi ezere ko ye iyan be mi na be o be ya yimo a no rekeneze ye o keke no ya yimo ke wa gbaka ke wa be wu ke ya emi no me ni ni ya yimo a e wa na be mi we ogwa o kako no gba o ga be odadu no de ni ya pe wa mi na we ni buye yeye no de no we ni iyera no de no mi na ge
nuame
no de no no pa ge siloko no de no
gelegele
no de no wa mi na ya fe be na no de ya we na na we do e fi oba kate yi ko no hu da we e data yen wa silore yen wa e nekere uzore yare wa mi we ana do yeso e de o yi e bro yi ro mi gbe yen wa mi wa to fo do ana do yo ka wi lele we do se o ten wa ni abe
ana ya yo ba na ko
oba na ko uda yen afiezera yen ro ya do abumako ana wi yen ni yo we ni we yen ni ge ogbe yen afi ọ̀rọ̀ kan so ko le bi agbe emi na ile ọ̀kan ya ye imari we na ye ge ite o ti mo no ite nya o sabo no gegbe na ọ̀ka ko no o soja e ko emi ni e wa ro e ba ojo we no re ba ke o ka gele iyan ma ki yen ko yo mo da igbe mara eri o no ne onu ame o ri gi o re ode na wa la ye ko bi agene de onu ame e wa lo nwa meni wa esije akokudo eyi nesije ya akokudo ya erewa okuta no ya agba ye mozu mi na ake ni ye o si ye sije le manudo ni ye ya le manudo oye gede gbe ni wa oye riwe gbo ba o ho bia wa re ba ge ni esije yi kon na gbe mi ne ijobo no ho bia iru ne ona no ri otin re ona ya moka ona wo no wa ka no le ba o yi le ba tene na o bia oro tin ona wo to pa ni ma ho oye na me wo ho bia be bi yan ri ba ma o ke ke wa e gbin ayo ni wa o ka o dun he be ke o ri aki o dun we o we jin ohe nítorí akin iye ọ̀rẹ́ dọ̀nà oyè ní káàtà sí ọmọ náà ó bí ẹ̀wò wọ́n yá mú ọdún òwò ìrọ̀jọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó dára bí ẹ̀ bá a gbè ní ìyàfẹ́ àgbò ẹ̀ òwe tó kọ́ ọmọ náà máa ní ọdún òwò ayá mi ọdún òwò ẹ̀ o àìsílẹ̀ ọdún òwò bọ́ èyí ọ̀nà ìhẹ́ inú ni wọn aláìyékè náà ó sábà náà bí wàá nù màkà bọ́ọ̀lù yìí wà ẹ̀ma níbi ike ẹ̀ma ìrúnú àmẹ̀ ẹ̀ma ìrẹ́ ike gbéyeye ẹ̀ma ìrẹ́ ìkìlọ̀rí akin ìjókòó ọ̀nà àbọ̀kà wá dé báyà wọn náà ni wọn. bí ènìyàn wẹ̀ ọmọ náà bá ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀gbẹ̀rẹ̀ kékeré náà ọbẹ̀ mọ́ka ọ̀yẹ̀ olóògbé ọ̀nà yà máa yẹ o. mo dé ìbìnà ehò mo dé ìbìnà lótọ̀ náà yà dọ̀lẹ́ ọ̀ka pò ọ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìmúnakẹ́kẹ́ àwọn owó wa yàní dọ̀lẹ́ bàtà ọ̀ka
ìsẹ́pòkì
ìsẹ́pòkì ọ̀ka àmàyọ ọmọ àrùlé àwọn ọdún ọ̀nà mọ́ká àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀ka ọ̀yẹ̀ nọ́mbà 1
ọ̀ka òyògbèmí rọ̀
ọ̀ka òyògbèmí rọ̀
yàní báyà ìpínlẹ̀
ọ̀ka òyògbèmí rọ̀ èmi ni wọn èní ni ọmọ náà káàrò náà yà á mú ìdá ẹ̀ẹ́nù ọwọ́dún ọ̀nà káàrò wá ayẹ̀ náà wáyé wá àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ǹdá bueno kage lo seti go ka wa ko no miere pe bueno da we ni keye o ma me ti pagbe o wa gbodo lewo wa ku gbe wa kan si ni na a ni kere wo arise de wo ma no mo no ba ne do ona yi afe o te yirite e ja bo ni
ekere ni aye yirite o iwe da de wo na kana ne o kan o ligije na ibi ẹ̀bù ẹ̀yọ́ tó bọ̀ ẹ̀ wá jẹ́ ò bọ́ wá sí ẹ̀wọ́ ẹ̀rù dá àwọn náà ẹ̀bù náà wọ́n mọ̀ bọ́ ká náà ya fẹ́ kí náà náà sun 50 by 100 náà ìhìn ẹni èrè ọ̀jì ìsókè dóná nù 50 by 100 ní wáyé kàkà bọ́ ìyá mú pàmò wẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa ní kí ó tọ̀ wẹ̀ dá dẹ́bù nẹ̀ nọ́kàwé ràn áwò rẹ̀ kọ̀ wúwa wáyé rẹ̀ máa ní wákùn yóò tọ̀ bọ́ ebe ní àgbìyàn ìdò ayé ẹ̀rù kèkì ọmọ náà wéwì náà máa ẹ̀ ayé gbé ta ne me kaka bol e ma wa yimi e da do re no kan no we wa re eni e me etin nu me ya do level yi etin nu me the e by wan ni e bo be me na ya gwo ba do level yi arun pa etin ma foye fon pa da do re e o sa bo aye na la o ka re lo ki o odi o we o ki o ji o ki o emi nu ya do le ewonuje yi ma mo bo redo kaka bo gun kan bi bota ore na we ni ma hia fe na ye ebi ayuro ho we wa dere mi no sunu be da de wo ni da do ge ye na dia ma ni wa to tore ke ni swe emilan we na egbu wa yota ke ya o kon no de ne kere awe ne do bi ore bo be ni mari ore bobe ni mahemi ni maru na do mi ewe awori obe o sagba na gori obe do mi wa ukegbe akwo di owe eyin ugere akwo no gi eyin ugere eme na tanic ya ma se ti yawe gbo ebe ewin ya okeke we ni maru o ni ma fie ko wori ni ma gbe de ndika o be ni aya budia he ni aya dole edo yi do se ege na ya se rori mana ni ma be le ni o debun wa kan we lu aye source ni be jo okeke we ni abe win ni awin na ni be ye source erun no be keke okeke ni wa be 9 we na ya dole e wo yi ya be si ene wa no be gun ayo
bi gbayo
ma me
ege bi ka bo ani
kan for zukma be na ina na ife na idere we ana mama na lo de bi no keke na la ami oge wo kiyeke so pọn ana we na we gbo wa kan gbo bi we ni ma ke no gu ake no wo obe ya yi kan mami ọba tope
ise
o mama ọba osalobo aye ona ye nwa lele we na ye King Solomon ona ye nwa ne ona mama we yan pa wi yan wa tun boye ya ese ti ona bi awe enigi wakumera ngini munana ana we kegbeda enigi ana bi awo ka wa de ba enigi angini munana ana bi ojo we lele de o ma de bo ya Wagamuna wadi aguna. Je ana be besi kototo we. Wada be ekagele. Wade bado we gamuna. Mami ana na koku oyewe uka dele ra hana mudia. Inamu keyo ede. Who don ye mana na koku gbe. We na howo na no pa na howo no pa. Inwuna ga hia. Oge na do mi ewe mo pa ho ni ye na. Udo ra si mi no ma su egbe. Ogbobo gudu no gba han we o kagele o rize mi yo jon we bo. Ara ihan we ogbo ejun aye ojon we o ri tene na oka ya we mi. O ikawo ri gba ọka orika emi no bi hin awu eri de emi no de yu bi be na ya mama le gbe ni e yo keke ni ya aga le re yo wo ye oye hene bo lele na mi we emi ya na huwa no na wa le lu bi ni ara ta no so egbe otore ni no pa wo re da won do re nguni na re emi ni ya de yu bi o ke ma de agbin na yo ba na luwo pa hin aye ọmọ na ma ebi ebo wa we do na ma ebi o we dori agbon do ebo wa yen we bi ori ebo ke na wa agbon na ba na wa di mama ake mi e wo ri ori do mi ma o ke gbe mi ma na ka agbele gbi ma na ewo wa awo wa na ra gbe e ti ku gbe na te had divided against itself e ti ku dia ru dani wa di ma ka ra gbe ni ma ka ka bo ikadele ya tua o to ni ma de owi ma yi huda tera bere afina magafiyan ẹni adugba we o ma re ro o ma wa re do o ba to pe
ise ni wa ya iwe ukira madu ebon emo adolowo wa magwa kana no de kanugi no de kan oka no de kan jowe no de kan jojo no yupo gisewa oni ore okayele enai okayele jase gbe buenas de okayele uru bien ula no do we ya ri we la janwe bo yan gun enwe na we yan je o we yo o ya kan tu gbe ori opa je ko kan je don we obi no ke yere e boru vero be gwa ke no ri aki wo pa emi ni yan ma onuwo wo pa emi ni yan lowo ko le ya sore na ma emi ene una rewi ko e body la gbo ene e monu le je lo ye bu yan kan sa be ma ni ru we yo no ro we ni e ka wo pa na wo ri egbe ni ori awa ni ori awa dan mu eyi ni o ewo bo ba do zo ye ni we ya dole wo na o ya dole egbe no te ka ba bi won o bo yan ti e wo de yere pupa no so egbe maka bogun akana we ni we obi e wo ni ado amoye nina o wa na sunu yo de aba kan yi abe nini wo obi e wo ni egbe na yo ma so egbe yo obi e wo no odun je so egbe ni meke na duna tora ni maya o Duna tora duna ni baba jime duna tora duna ni maya baba duna tora duna na wi jime duna tora duna ni maya oko duna ni maya ije se wa aje wa na wo ka le wa la wo jo we wa na wo ka o wa na we ni bi o duna ni wa ya pe se wa la o ate si ọba àtọpẹ iṣẹ́.
Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
Us now, good evening. How body be? I hope say body tranga for inside cloth. The program which they watch now, Udwater. What it be Udwater? Udwater means heart of the matter. And this evening we reach now from Independent Television. And every Thursday, this kind of time, now we always come here. And why would they come here? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday morning, you don't hear different Queen's English. But from today and tomorrow, you can't hear Pidgin English because yes, now the what would they call for this side, Lingua Franca. We are local palace, so we say we stay the yarn, and you know say the same when people talk to people, people understand. Now we're there for here for inside the program, and then Ima at Mololo, and we'll do things the way they're supposed to be. I hope say body tranga for inside Lord, I don't fit talk camp, and we'll totalize now this evening. We'll make sure say all of us now we'll go yarn together to ensure say everything when we talk today is sync. Yes, for the past 1 week, many things they happen for inside Nigeria. So the president of Nigeria will go G20 meeting for South Africa, you know, coffee go. From kidnap of guests for Kebbi to the ones when we say they kidnap again for Niger State 303 and teachers can't reach the one we say they can't kidnap for church. We say they will stream live for Kwara State. After they don't do the first Kwara own, those ones they come out, they kidnap another one again. Many things don't happen. So the whole thing, it gets as it be. Fear don't enter bush. So they talk about worry. Say fear don't enter bush. So and that one let me cause come here this evening. See me we see young small. What will be the way forward? Few days ago, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu can declare emergency on security. What will be the implication of this emergency when we say declare and how where we do? He can't do so many things. He even can't say okay, he can't even withdraw police from VIPs. About 100,000 police when we say they cover VIP, when they do VIP, can't withdraw them. Now you don't do so many things. So now all of those things one look this evening for inside the program. Okay, first of all, one of our very own, San Okoro Baraye, he did with us for inside studio. San Baraye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. This now our brother, now one political analyst. He don't dig on ground for a very long time, and just this afternoon with the yesterday, now he be the PRO for Oedo local government. So
thank you so much, my brother.
Baraye.
Don't taste more.
It don't taste more.
I greet you.
You know they come for night again.
Thank you so
you
much.
And
we will come now.
You and with Akube.
Akube, yes.
You and Akube, we know what they do for night. But
so
we are not going to come again.
No, you go call us now. We will come now. We will begin come now.
Okay. So okay, via Zoom, we expect one of our brothers, Kingsley Ose Obo, all the way from UK. He will also join us when we take a look at the issues as they be. Kingsley, good evening, sir.
Yeah, Emmanuel, good evening, Akololo. I greet you now.
How you dey?
We dey fine, oh.
Okay, I hope somebody tranga for inside cloth.
Yes, so we thank God.
All right, so make we start from studio. All right, just the last few days, few weeks for Nigeria, where would they go? Security-wise.
The truth, we know if we hide down. The truth, no say we could not talk on. The government don't fail when it concerns security. All waiting Baba Bola they do this time now. You see, I say even Buhari do more. Remember, I say Buhari other people go say go do this one. Later I can't talk say you don't even know say them not go. Buhari too don't fail withdraw. This police come up from. Don't do everything. The truth be say they know waiting they happen. They just want. You know what you be say make you take play. The government be want you security take play. Later they take on overpower them. They want you to do something, they can't go overpower them. Because the shame now when come even reach out now be say, you could see and now say, for the police to talk, say many people can't join police, nobody want to join again. No. Before now waiting the street people for body, I want to go join police. Because people don't say and now say, now kill that they kill them. You go see and now say, the truth to know also they our security system. Imam, we could tell ourselves the truth. The person when you and join police the same day, you come from this side, that person come from the other side, when they call northern side. That person for the northern side go this IG. Now God will save you if you go reach inspector or even sergeant. I get it. Now even for your qualification, if you even better pass that person. But those people don't look for qualification. If we two want to enter school today, now your picking score 300. You need benefit of say don't want to give up. The one when they want to give for that side, when they come, you will just score 120, 130. Now that country that with this. So when they use this thing, they play, then they think say that they use and do one side. Now they think overpower everybody. They just they pretend. They don't say we sit down for what they call gunpowder. People just they pretend. Because they listen to read just when I say out of the 30 something, let's say 34 local government when they that Katsina, where the former president was
yes.
Over 20 now. Don't agree. They don't give themselves.
Yes.
Say, we go work with our bandits. I beg. We go work with now. Make wahala. No, they beg. They beg. It goes to tell you, say, that state itself don't they controlled by bandits. We can't hide that. Like, don't they there. So even at least, the one with the former president take command there, at least for 8 years, when they serve this country, you're supposed to say security is supposed to be there. So everything when you offer it there, don't die, natural death. It don't go now. Now the one we hear be this. Now the country we still did that day when we hear say one of our brother may so rest in peace, General Oba, show video. They buy them. But what we hear, they have me talk say they not buy them, say he did. Now the people also show on our video say why did they talk like we don't buy them, we see them, say I will take buy them. You see, I said they even they lie to the detriment of the issue. That's why you still look at, if me and you now do TikTok or do video, talk say, we go do this to Nigeria, we go do that to Nigeria. If we go do inside bush for a Kedolo, DSS will come find us, they go catch us, no matter how we run. The people now, these people when they talk, say, we don't kill these people, we go kill again tomorrow, we go do this one again tomorrow. They know they open, before they be the close face. Now this band is not the close face again. They are known faces with their guns and everything. They go do a more pulling. Nothing. That's the judge they do and say, this country, we be like who follow, they can't get this country. We not be like Nigerians again. We different from them. So the government suppose all this one what they do now because they say emergency or security. If they want really do one for the truth, they know. You see the way they take Nnamdi Kanu issue. It was a do or die issue for Nigerian government. They do and say, nowhere you go wrong. We go finish you till you die. If they also take that decisive measures, decisive stiffness, say we not go agree, until this one for bandit. We never see where bandit, ordinary group of people, overpower government. Nigeria before they go help Cameroon, other countries fight war to make sure say they stabilize them. Now, yes, they go go. Yes, they go ECOMOG, they go do them. Now, we don't hear about ECOMOG. We don't because we call help us fight now. You see the joy and happiness when be there when they talk, say, our friend Donald Trump, they come, and people, they come. People begin to get joy. So in Nigeria, so when they help other African countries do fight, talk, say this. If Nigeria talk for Africa, everybody go shout as a giant. But the president killing, look, Canada, they talk, say, if you don't say you don't get any important thing to do for Nigeria, not go the wahala too much. They know they're so lie now. Because make we tell ourselves the truth. If we go from small, yeah, you're one not far now. If me and you really serious, this is we fit check this your one now. You see the video of that day. Say they don't reach your one now. They day your one. People, me not go feed from estate gate one day for a port road. Can't kidnap person here. If you want to kidnap person, you suppose don't stay here. You know, say after ITV they say road by that side. They say, if you don't know the terrain, if you carry person where you want to carry and go, you even know whether the person where you want to carry now day. So if somebody go conquer, they don't already did that area. So they go to tell you say they don't dey within close to us. So people when don't dey close to you, what is they from there to Ring Good? But that person when get power, if he throw stone, he go reach Ring Good now. For me, your to Ring Good. So he go to tell you say even we not safe again within the Benin. We don't want to talk outside. Now that say you want travel from here to wherever you want to go, until you reach where you go, you are now sweat. Even the air conditioner the month of sweat go down your body because you don't know what is next. What is next? Well, this one be don't day like this before. Before nightlife, what will you talk at your side will be the come here for nightlife for Benin be the sweet. Now the fear don't they say nobody knows who is next, who they go attack next. The thing don't they pain everybody. So it don't reach time when government go by themselves talk the truth. Because me not see why state government go begin collect, state governors go begin collect billions for security votes. The governor of Castina now, if you go check his security vote, I sure say go pass 1 billion. You they collect security votes, local government when the government now, our federal government, go pay those local government chairmen now subvention. They will give them money. Local government when people don't tell you say now we get them. Now we go the runner. Federal government. So that to say the federal government too they support because you see them for video. Why you not call those local governments? Why not go agree to allow people tell you say not them. The people come with gun. The common video they happy. You tell somebody not do one. That's to say you not be waiting with you explain again because we they talk like this, feel like this because we not the casino, we not the born. Because those people on the other side, I'm not sure say they get the kind of life now when we they live now say in the morning they want bath, they want go here. Not be this country we did when one governor for whether Niger closed down all schools for Niger. You see, to close down school. When you know say now what you go change the mindset of the children. You say when they close down. You know even talk when they go open and now when they close down for
even for Kebbi too, they close.
They close school.
Yes.
The children when they say when they not go school again, what will be the future of those children in the next 5-10 years? I watched that one when they can't do meeting with some local government chairman. My bitterness be say the small children when they watch those people they jolly they go. They not go feel believe in school again. No. Because they say and say these people when not go school. See those when go school they do meeting with them now. That they agree to what did they talk. Why me want to suffer myself go school? Why not just carry gun like this make people they believe? So the narrative don't they change that for the next generation. Not be even we again. Those one when they watch now, they see the way government they pamper those people. So they no go wan even suffer themselves. Come they read, come they do assignment, come they pay school fees, come they do anything. Why don't you kuku gather our friends so they drive for the same class? Time go become bandit, begin kidnap. So probably if you carry gun, nothing happen. If you carry the barrel now, they go put out for your motor. Your license don't expire. Police of Benin, they go use you well if you go pay through your nose. That is the same thing when the people for north go carry some kind of gun when you will never hear before. You dey hear that general that they give feedback to Oga. They tell say Oga we dey try, we know they run o, but their power, the kind of one they throw na big one they throw. For those people to fit get those kinds of sophisticated weapons for Nigeria, where those things pass. Now hope they try and come from. You also watch video where helicopter drop, give them something, give them command. So you mean say we know our airspace don't take so loose that people they live inside bush, they go give them food, give them money, give them everything. That one when happen for Benin that day, you hear say the guy now Ringo they go collect money. Oh. Ringo, then they go collect money.
Yes, one bank for
one bank for Ringo, then they go collect the money come out. That is and now Ringo central bank day. What did they say that you go enter there collect them? Because some of the only one go there go collect them now. And they waka pass us, we will never know them. So you see, I say the fear don't they virtually everybody body. Because if somebody fit come collect money for ransom for Ringo, that's Ringo not safe. And Ringo that be the heart of Edo. Everybody must pass through there. So if somebody fit come collect money there, waka come out, nobody fit hold on. I be say the person fit enter our bedroom, pick person, and nothing go hold on. The person fit even go Oko prison, pick a brother or a friend when he like when they hold there, nobody go hold on. Because the man wey fit come Ringo come collect money, and nobody fit say, hey, not go there, now be that. It goes sure say the system too don't collapse. The system don't fail. We just want to do makeup. They try and say nothing they happen. Whereas things, plenty things they happen every day. Now the one when we hear, that we they talk so many days when we not see. As they talk now, some they go on. As they talk now, people if you don't try for maybe all those track for train station. Train when they come, when Buhari be do, you see and say later kidnapping, the whole thing become something of the past. We not hear them again because they can't leave, they begin go, they will lay them there. So it's just to say the system don't fail where my brother. For security aspect, we don't need, you not get a you take try use cosmetic pancake this one, no foundation, no layer, no Mary Kay. Go make this one fine for face as we want to talk because we must tell ourselves the truth. Security, now waiting our government swear say they will hold to us. And now they don't fail. So at time the government also just to say as we fail, this one the way forward. Don't be make them begin to say we go do. Time they go, people they die. Are you getting it? People are dying every day. Election now by next year now, not be this one they go they talk again. They go forget bandit now. They go face election. The person when not fit travel now to South Africa anywhere, go need to visit the 36 states of Nigeria. The person when not fit go Abia State that day, I be one of the states for the north, southeast, because of political reasons. You need to visit now. You go visit all around. Go speak to them, what you want to do. What you want to tell people about security, people begin ask. What you want to, because what you say you go fight. You promise us say you go fight out. We are not talking about the economy now, because but now we're good. Now economy they good. If war they happen for inside market, you know see something bad for market, you go wrong. So until peace day, now we feel even they regulate prices. There's as we talk now, peace no day this area when they talk, we don't mention so many, we don't come Benin talk, we don't come Delta talk, we don't come Niger talk, we don't come Castina talk. So how many come women when you come women for the state back?
Okay, my brother, Abo, you hear me?
Well done. Of course, I hear you now. I hear you very well.
Okay, so for the past few weeks of, let's say a month and some weeks now, you see the kind of security development when we say negative security development when we say it don't happen for Bodo, Nigeria. Now, yesterday, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu come bring one to when we say it caused an emergency on security. Now, the right way to go now with this, so.
You know, what you talk about make me laugh. What you talk just make me laugh. I don't want to laugh because the man not reach what you go laugh. But you tickle my fancy there. make I start by this man we just talk to I go just enter any place, buy drink, I go pay. I just like the way he take talk, you know. I call it to look his name again, Osahon, sorry, Osahon. I thank you very well because you said it all like Englishman would say. You know, but anybody, we are not going to come say it's not a political party. Like he said, you cannot, there's no way you go dress this matter now. There is no how you dress this matter. But you know the question you asked me, Akololo, are we surprised at this? When they ask President Tinubu now, then candidate Tinubu for Chatham House for UK, say, what do you go do concerning security in case you win? He not answer that question. We forget. He called El-Rufai. El-Rufai, come answer. That is a man who was aspiring to lead the biggest black nation. He didn't have an answer. We can't say this is a wrong way. They know, you know, when person they fail, one thing we need to know. Truth now is scarce commodity. Why I won't buy that my man make it, I won't buy and drink. They say in Nigeria today, truth is a very scarce commodity. With the queue to find truth. Actually, the queue to buy for with the queue, the truth there for here. So at this man they talk just now, I just they enjoy that because I dey queue they listen. At least I don't see person they talk truth. He not the painter like what this guy said now. What he has, number one, we must know. Of course, Tinubu didn't have an answer. He didn't have a plan for security. When you say emergency, what is emergency? My friend just mentioned now. He said ransom was taken at Ring Road for Benin, the city center. Not be the people they kidnap, not be say come Ring Road. Now kidnapper say make we meet for Ring Road. Now the kidnappers now talk give that point because they know how porous. They know that they can do it and get away easily. Like somebody said here now, you go do small protests here now. Oh, and then you go to find say DSS have been work. They go say they don't trace the account. Now these people now fund. Oh, they ask myself, how you know who fund the protest? They do NSAS that day. For what all of us doing are bad. That they trace this man. So if I can't give a lot of money, that period, Akololo can't join protest. So I don't join who sponsor protest. So that protest was peaceful until things began to happen wrongly. So it's unfortunate that we are seeing the Trump effect, whether we like it or not. What Tinubu is doing, President Tinubu is doing right now, is a result of the Trump effect. If the Trump not talk, Tinubu for still go that meeting. He go the meeting, not consign am. Because as we speak right now, what is in the front burner of presidency now 2027 re-election. That's what's on the front burner. Talking about this is a reactionary. I ask myself, my brother, go police station. Whether you go see how many police you go see there. You go see the one man just get more political position, you go get 2-3 police. Even the Yahoo boys they get police now. You know now. In fact, at times me go the shame. When I go some obituary ceremony, you go see so their men they guide right. Hey, I go the wish even man of war said for man of war to guide right now insult on man of war to guide right. You go see soldiers they stay for gate. You go see police they carry bag. Now when we dey primary school or secondary school they talk about graph, how you plot graph. We don't forget that graph. When you plot graph, make a remind us, they say X and Y angle. They'll come tell us, say, interpret this graph. What did that one mean? Say, what do you see? So, how it will be in the next 1 year or 2 years or later? What we are seeing now, we saw it coming. We were saying it. You don't politicize security. You don't joke with security. Even Jonathan Time, even come out, say, Boko Haram my government oh. He not serious like this that time oh. He not serious like this. He came out and said there is Boko Haram in my government. When they begin to kidnapping, we send a full and they kidnap people because of political affiliation and patronage. They send a lie. Victims came out to say, look, we remember when this is time for Buhari time now. They say, hey, they want to spoil Buhari name. They want to spoil Buhari name. Victims of kidnapping came out and said, people that kidnapped us, we are Fulanis. They spoke this language we were defending it. So then now, like this man said, you can't move inside Benin now freely. I mean, inside Benin City now, you cannot move freely. I don't drive enter Maiduguri for night before. I don't leave Benin 4 o'clock. They go Abuja. Can you try it now? If I give you car now, Kololo say, take this jeep, may you go out with you now. Time is around to almost 5 o'clock now. Before now, even to the travel, evening, we'll say road go free. Can you try? Even they tell like I'm a say, your mind not going to settle. So anybody saying he want to choke, he wants to defend the party, like I talk for one time when the one guy say he never reached my village. I think if you get sense, you're not gonna make that statement. Because he never reached my village. So I should not be talking when we're already seeing what is happening. Well, it's not in Kwara State, it's not in Edo. So because not without get a kidnapper for Edo here, where they come rescue the girl for here. Even our government not going to talk, our own Edo State government not going to talk good. If I talk and I will say, hey, if I want to talk against governor, is it not true here? It's not in the public domain. That girl they call Aisha, where they kidnapped that day. Not be Benin with the talk and say they take a random big road. Okay. The point is, when somebody do well, make we say he do well. We can argue. Oh, you like a Man U, you like a Ben Insurance, you like a Imba, you like a Chelsea. We can argue color. You like yellow. We can argue those things. But when it comes to truth, we should not come to say one defend one man. When you wrong, say you wrong. That's something. This issue of security now. Who is next? We are all sitting ducks now. We are sitting ducks. Because you'll say, hey, and this one I be the problem where I know they like. Some of our brothers when they go church, Christians, they go tell you a sign of second coming of Christ. Now end time. Which kind of end time? Now let Nigeria Jesus they come back second time. Jesus not they come Canada. Jesus not go Canada, not go UK. Now let Nigeria they come. We should not be beating around the bush. Don't go tell you say farmers headers clash. Now lie. Now those lies what they talk, now they compound this problem. If we they talk true, if when the Boko Haram started at that time, we came out and said, hey, if they're not clear, our current vice president, the man who bomb church, not being house, the man. Is he not vice president today? Number 2 citizen. The man that bombed the church, the man escaped from prison, from police custody. Where did they find the man? Government house. For Shetima. Shouldn't be hiding this at this point. Now, with the people they say America, America, you should know that they are top notch when it comes to information gathering. You should know that they have all these facts with them. So if America not talk now, we for not appoint ambassadors now, we for not cancel trip, we for not withdraw police. Okay, they ask Bayo Nanuga that day, how you say free this guest? He said they just talk with them. They just talk with them. Like my friend talk now. For Katsina State now, when government collects revenue now, you they pay bandit now, my brother, it's not a legal thing. Government go reap revenue when you give subvention. Say Chama go to settle bandits now. Chama go tell and say, more when I take 40%. They cannot say no. And yet you have a commander-in-chief of what? Look, not be a whole general the key that day. A whole general of Nigerian army. You know what? When Trump said disgrace country, people see they argue, Trump, no, is it a lie? Is the country not disgraced? That we are seeing our citizens, they kill their, I don't know if you watch one video that day, they carry people neck. They cut that like foul. I mean,
Kingsley, yes, that language make we drum. Now human beings, it be human beings, so we'll not describe them like that. So just withdraw. Say just you see that they kill people, but not to use that or that one. I beg we apologize for that.
I'm sorry for that language, but when I see, it was so gory. It was
very
so
gory.
I couldn't watch it. When I see, now I talk like you talk. Even the word, they don't know. Change the word, they're offensive now, and I retract, and I'm sorry about that word. Only the word, that's the offensive too. Only the word. Some people cannot actually kill a chicken, or some men not eat chicken. But we're talking about it. Look, now one American citizen they kidnapped that day. One, only one. We don't know when America say come here free that man. After the law, we don't know. Now when the man don't come, make you slap one Israeli man for Selu market now. slap one Israeli man. Prime Minister of Israel, we want to know who slap her. He will want to find out why they.
Kingsley, they don't call us for control to us. Say we will take short break. We'll come back to meet you again after this short break.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
All right, if you just join us, the program they watch now, Udwota Udrishna from Independent Television. Yes, we look at this emergency when we see President Ahmed Bola Tinubu talk now when you bring concerning security matter. But before we continue, make a lesson I know. Christmas, Igbadun don't come, different programs don't come. People they buy rice, they buy chicken, they buy different things. The time it must come and go. Join the Azatime family. Just dial star 347 star 732 hash. Star 347 star 732 hash. 500 naira query, 500 naira query. You don't join with that. People don't use 500 naira, win 50,000, win 100,000, win 200,000, win 400,000, win 600, win 1 million. So, what do they wait for? Just do them. You don't go regret say you do them. That is our time. Abaraye. Now, with all these when President relax, make I talk them. I don't know what you go put out. You withdraw security from VIP. You say Buhari don't first do one before. Now you say you ban there's grazing, open grazing. Say whoever carry gun, get gun, may go surrender, drop them. Say if not, you will enter trouble. You do that one. You also talk about say make National Assembly strengthen law on that one be sweet me before on state police, so that state police will come, because that one also join the statement where he make. But I don't know where we'll start from. But before then, the question I get is plenty. So you go choose the one you will talk about. Make my brother Albo talk the other one. Not too long ago, a few days ago, you they talk about Benin just now. The Southwest governors, they meet together, talk about security. We not see something like that for South. Maybe you just take out from there, leave the other one.
Okay, thank you. It goes to tell you people weren't ready for governance now. You see, say this one with the talk since. Now, small, they touch Southwest. Small. Some Amotekun people for Southwest, they better pass on people for this side when it comes to outfit, comes to remuneration, everything. If you see the way they even do their work, you know, say those people sense they. So now it goes to tell you, say, that one day. The one who get for this and politics now be their own business and how to put money for their pocket, how to begin fight, waiting, they don't send them to. Now we get this side. Truth be told, you must be truthful when you're saying anything. The Southwest governors, kudos to them. With their Amoteco structure, it goes to show say they know what they do.
Amoteco structure.
Yes, Amoteco structure. It goes to tell you they know what they do. Now make you see say it is hard for them to infiltrate
the Southwest.
Yes, you will see and say. You will see and say.
Osun, Ekiti.
Like they watch them for
Ibadan.
On TV sometimes. You see and say when they go stop, intercept truck, load with people when they know where they go. Immediately they go order them back. Say go to where they come from. I don't see so many. They go order them back. You know, so there was a time when these people begin carry those truck enter Benin with a laugh over them. They'll just come in, go drop people. They'll just jump, go. Truck will just continue the drive. Those people, when they begin do with this in a joke. Today now those people don't go. Where they keep them. Now those people, you don't see the way they do our manhole for Benin. Manhole, they just pick manhole for opposite central bank. They pull them up. To put that manhole, to even carry that manhole, not be baby, small picking not go fit. Me and you don't go fit drag that manhole. So if I want to drag that manhole, person must be looking for opposite central bank. The pick and come out, carry and come out. Government fix it, they can't come out again. I want to tell you, say, when they do things, they happen, we are just joking with it. They laugh, they laugh. So they tell say, this one will not be my party, that one will be my party. Even the Southwest governors, they know they talk about party, they talk about how to secure the lives of their citizens.
They forget about PDP and APC.
Yes. And today, the thing sound well for their ear. Truth be told, if you drive to Southwest, now small, you go, unlike this side, they go Abuja side from Edo, they go east, unlike this side. So, if the governors too also gather, because think and say, okay, if Edo, they collect, let's say, 1 billion security vote, Delta collect 1 billion security vote, the 5 states or 6 states in the Southwest get, they come gather and get about 8 or 10 billion. You put 10 billion for security for South. With the next 2 years, we go feel them more. The scent will reach our body. Because these people do not get too head. They be human beings like us now. If we put laws in place to say, okay, if anybody when they put for truck, follow cow, they come any place, they want carry an entire state. You say and say, not get any identity, take them back to where from they come. Only the cow come in, cow and driver, and maybe one person. You begin to one like that. Are you getting it now? Then let's also begin vet these people. Take your time, just go to somewhere like Area Street. It's about after 5 now. If you reach Area Street, go area around, let's say, 10 o'clock. From Samba Road to nearly Egede Genoka, the first is a Papa house. The outside people when you see like down for road, it's countless. Because they don't full left, right. They go, as they debate, you don't go see them again. They don't enter where they go. So those people with time, if they stay 5-10 years within that terrain, come begin born, come begin do. You know, so I'm saying in the next 20 years, if you stay within that region, it will be 90% Hausa people. Because I said they pack in. So you know, we just say because we be one Nigeria, you just come in here, just begin steal. What do you want to come do first of all? If you don't get what you want to do, go back. If government don't say they don't get money, so they integrate those people, take them back. Go to near India College. Wherever you don't see Hausa people, they gather, they say something. The amount of Hausa people when they see there, it's alarming. Look what happened for Orege. The 2 Orege. 1 Orege for Saple Road. When they get wahala with somebody, and the next they cut the person hand, they begin use human being hand, do TikTok video. Is that not? If now me and you do that thing, as we were talking with the copies, the case go change to our. You don't get English or one speak put. Those people who do that thing till date, I'm sure either they are no longer or they are working freely. The second one, when still dead outside, you know, say you give somebody a machine. The person come, how far from my machine? I know they see you again. Before they could say Jacobison, he talks to that person, one come TV machine. You are not even asked. Now, daytime person will come TV, somebody will carry motor will come TV machine. We just don't unleash the man to death. If not that the man think I said a stranger from another place when you no see that man, then nobody go talk because that person na indigent there and get it there among their good book. Now you see that we vote. Say we no go agree. And before you go say their coffee, soldier come, police come, everybody come, stop the wahala. Why, if we be say the thing don't happen before soldier, police, everybody come, why not try to make sure say this thing first of all don't happen?
Yes, proactive police.
Yes, why not just first of all make sure say this thing don't happen? Why not first of all make sure say by the time you want to do welcome to Edo, not collect money from these people, begin check the chalk. You know things when they come out, if they come out drugs, different bad issue. We not say we went there here not good though. We not say we are saint. But there are some set of people that live among us when they see say you even bath na sin. You even they do goodness. They are character. You don't see also the food when they give us the chop. You don't see when they wash their mango, how they do their carrots. That is not even healthy. These people don't eat their food. They get the way they do their own food. The one they say for all, you don't also take note now, say, the groundnut and Google they put for head, they go open and air go enter. For 5 months, they must, it go just they dried. That's not tell you say, get what they take, preserve that thing. Where might be maybe cancerous to us.
Even we, what are they feel for? I don't know what they do with food. I did see some of these where they sell some kind of fried fish. Nobody know where they find those fishes.
No, they don't know anything about them. They go open and fly.
I can't ask one question what they say. I don't see these people say, the all year, where they do see.
Yes.
Where did they buy?
From.
Which kind of oil?
Oh yeah.
Nobody fit answer that question.
No.
The oil where they do
yes.
Where did they sell them?
Sell them.
Who don't see who? How many of them is okay? Now this market now come buy this oil.
You know they. You also check. Just put eye for groundnut. Somebody go your carry Google and groundnut for 5 months. If we buy Google groundnut today, we keep our year open. Before tomorrow we come back, that groundnut don't. It's not good again, not strong. But their own when they open for ground, no, they ever soft. It's not good to tell you, say, even their wickedness go to show, say, the elimination of the day, say, they want to kill us either by gun or by poison. So, to me, for government to come, they do all this long story, why don't let us go back to the drawing board? I be talk, say, I want to be your friend at Pololo. But we can't say the friend, they disturb, say, my shoulder don't they pay me. I beg, put your hand, go down small. Maybe you rest. Make you rest small. Maybe this hand don't heal, you go come back. Why not let us go down to the drawing board? You say, okay, since the way Nigeria take join together, it not be na romance matter. Now they take do about Macaulay here. When they talk, say people are not supposed to join, can't really join. Why we not let us say, okay, make this one, Mona go first. The east, Mona go do our own east first. Southwest, the way we take do our Motekun, make we see whether south go feel emulate to them. Not make una go first. Make una just do this one. Make we see am for 10 years or 8 years. Make we see so that we can know who really be who trouble. Make we see whether na Edo man na be kidnapper to another Edo man. Make we see who be the real bad. Because at the end of the day, this people will still deny.
So not be them.
Not be them. They go deny. And you go carry the risk police station. They more influential pass on state governors when they come to police station.
Okay, Kingsley Obo. The question when I ask my brother Justin, many things dey for the things wey President Ahmed Bola Tinubu reel out. Make I just pick one of those things. He don say make the National Assembly review the laws wey concern state police so that they go strengthen am. Then make the issue of state police truly come to state. You feel say na the right way to go, na be that one.
It's not the right way. We they like treat symptoms. Why I say I like what is my friend they talk. I they enjoy he's giving facts. He's giving you verifiable, solid facts. Say the thief manhole front of CBN. That alone to call for emergency. That alone, they don't thief manhole where they for front of CBN. There will be emergency security meeting for that in a system that works. Because you want to find out if the manhole leads into the vault. It's a system that works, so you don't go wait. Say it don't go happen to human being. So that's what I'm saying. It not be state police. Why I know that this government is ab initio, was planned to fail was I would have expected that President Tinubu is giving National Assembly to do electoral reform. Our problem starts from leadership. Because like this Abara said now, someone said, if you see, like what you talk now, that they fry fish. No one does somebody die before you come say, how you say fried fish? When we dey small, when we hear CID, hey, we go say CID. What is CID? Detective. Now we know then as CID. We just believe say that man we go do underground, they gather information. Now we dey come with this small say CID. Now tell me today, how do we now ask say how president stay inside Benin now? They go thief wire, they thief fence, they thief gate. People they fear to they catch people. That tells you the problem. Now, when you look at all this problem, because they're many, not be kidnapping, or this one. So it comes down again to issue of leadership. I told you when they were doing an election campaign, they asked Tinubu, how you want to deal with security? Now Oyibo plate land he go, he not fit answer. He didn't have an answer. You would expect that a man who aspires to become commander-in-chief will have a plan. But now you are withdrawing this thing. These are just reactionary. You are appointing an ambassador. You not great travel. They are reactionary. So the first thing we should be talking about now is not reactionary. The drawing board where my man talk here now. The board, they don't break the board. We don't even get drawing board now. They don't thief the board. So we need to talk. Come now and say, make we choose who will lead us. Nigerians, Ghana is doing it, Kenya is doing it, South Africa is doing it. That is where it starts from. State police now treating the symptoms. Because if you get better leader, never will not forget that this same Edo State, now the former government get what they call command center. In this same Edo State, we don't pass that level before, where they watch the whole Benin and every the first phase. They watch what it happened for Ramat Park, watch what it happened for Ogbowo, watch what it happened for this thing. Now from that same this same Benin, so what they talk. Now somebody, I there for my office one day, I hear beef inside office. Now I run come out, person there for ground. Now one man I follow me, you say they get the one EMT emergency unit where you go call. Now I try this, the man take ground. Now I come and say, I beg, Tremmo carry the man come up for road. One bus driver will go pass. Okay, now you jam the man. No, it's not being jammed the man. First we carry the man come up for road. Now I call number. As I call number, my brother, don't people really come? I was so impressed. They blow alarm. Fire, where you there? Hey, my brother. I said I record that video. I record them. I come forward and give one of my friends for UK, for USA, for Nigeria. We don't make progress. 30 person where we still call. That is what we call security. Not be until the Kakiwama will come to protest, will come block road. The government saw where is that in today? Where is that command center? By now, we should be thinking that it should be in our senatorial district, Awuchi, Ekpoma, Romi. If say that thing for Romi, that the way that thing happen, maybe they foresee for them say, hey, more we go ask. Now, person talking, say person go ask drop bike now, the lyncher. Talk about security. Then they give security vote, my brother. But we should stop. That's why they come to leadership. If you get we say we get good leaders in place, he gonna tell you say this security vote. How you spend the money? Who did they give the money to? Who did they give the money to? Not even billion, 1 billion. My brother, as bad as Nigeria be right now, if they give somebody 1 million, make them start business. The family go see he go feel am. His friends go feel am. Some women for the Tolu market now, they for the Benin market now, the Oba market now, where we say their whole capital not pass 100,000. The whole capital is the trade. And for that money, children they eat. As that security, that security. Put the security now to carry gun. Security comes to man we don't eat belly food. Now that security, man we never eat now. And that is what this government is exploiting. There are men today now who will not speak the truth. You carry them come and talk like this now. Now I go say please one man. I go take bend the matter. He knows what he's saying is wrong. I don't come this on our program one time. The man with me they talk for the program. Me and the man they talk. He they speak, he they support government. When we close, he say, oh boy, I told you they talk. He say if I can't talk like that now, you still think hunger the cause? He say I go talk to for TV. Myself, can you now? Why don't you say you know come the interview? Say I will not show up. Must you lie when you know it's going to cause serious effect? Because before the problem become big, it dey start. That's why Oyibo dey see am. Na the issue of graph for the teachers of school. That is the essence.
Okay. Kingsley, so time not again as we begin to wrap up. We will look at solutions. Now, for instance, late President Buhari, he withdraw VIP police. You understand? Give executive or they give order, they withdraw VIP police. President Tinubu, he give orders. That means say number one, the withdrawal of the order to withdraw VIP police. Don't move here. You know, go water. That's what because Buhari do and the thing work, right? Then secondly, and more importantly, where we dey right now, you don't fit bring a come and say we sit down on the keg of a gunpowder. Where do we go from here? If a state like Katsina, out of 34 local governments, 20 bandits don't take over, and now bandits tell them say make they pay so amount of money for them to, and they pay tax on them. Where are we? So the issue is that where do we go from here? Because right now all the things we say, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, we never talk of. I was thinking of a kinetic. You know, we'll get kinetic and not kinetic. I did think of maybe we need superior firepower. We need more because these bandits, these terrorists, they are getting more emboldened every day. Do you understand? So all this issue when it brings us as a problem, you know, if it's a different fera.
You don't need to ask now. I will also tell you the truth. If you say as Oga talk now, say they withdraw the police for VIP.
They go to do with that.
Say somebody like his son now say no stay there with minimum of 20 policemen. Minimum 20 policemen. They ask now.
That's so.
Then some good billionaires for Benin here. Some good billionaires for Benin here. What tell me say minimum 2 or 3 policemen not there with them now. The truth and the trick is be say this period, these policemen not going to wear uniform. So that people like you at Bololo not going to know say they're there with them. But they go there with their pistol. They don't carry any gun when you go know. But they go there. Because why be say now that one, now those Oga for police they make money. That money no money when nobody they ask them how they do it. Because if God bless you tomorrow, you get money, you don't become billionaire. You go right to Abuja. Now about 200,000 or 300,000 50 cost that one. Abuja will convert you to Zone 5. Zone 5 will convert you to State CID. You see the way the money will come to trickle down. Then before they can't give you, maybe you ask for 4, they can't give you 2. That 2, you will you say you go they pay them. So. Federal government say they pay them. Maybe they pay them 100,000 monthly. Then the ones where they give now, the Oga when appoint they go from that 100,000, they feel they get 20 or 40,000 from these people get the balance before they come collect that one journal. So that kind of racketeer you want to say make the Oga stop. So that first of all that business, then we go.
Let me say that on a business.
That on a business.
You no go ever fit work.
No. I said they not go wear uniform for now. But that kind of time next year you go see, say the thing go come back again. You call the house and say, nobody. They just talk and make people for clubs say how they work. That just be the truth. So mean the dress we will fit do now injury. The injury now you'll be like tetanus.
But the Donald Trump banter. You know as Donald Trump take man take talk am. You don't go just work like that. You say go need government approval. Abi?
The government don't give approval now. You know, when election they come, next is the campaign time. Why they come if they come, they go spoil their campaign. To say he talk when the new enter, forgive and facelift. Now if they hand over the security, give Donald Trump, he go boomerang for their campaign for next year. So they go want to do any way to see how. Even try to romance these people, so we want to keep quiet first now. While they come, and also this said.
What do we call every year now? Say most of these releases, we see they do. With the year from Bayo and Anuga, with the year things like negotiation, we negotiated.
No, you listen to that Castina now. The Castina talk say we go release people when we hold, But when I also go make sure say our people want to still hold, both for big prison, small prison, when I go make sure say we see them back now. That one a negotiation now. Somebody when you are just sit down for table, they talk. What you go one come talk what you no benefit them. You must talk what you go benefit them first now. Because now even you call them for negotiation, so now you go day higher. You don't go day minimal. Go tell you say if you don't want it to go, now you call them. Now they get right to the kill. You don't get right to kill. You get right to come kidnap. You don't feel kidnap them. So now you go if he tell you say you know everyone is negotiation at 90-10, now you go say
so with all the school and intelligence where we go with all the university, the NDA, the international call, the Korea, the Spain, and the CADA US ACAD and everything, at this point we no fit bring all to bear in anything.
No, this one be like say you get better plan. Say if you go, you go build one big house. You can't build them for either carton or architects go come help you use a carton build them. But you not get land to put on. So all those school you go on, yes. But the foundation when you want to put on not there because the leadership not give you the truth base for what you want to do. There's no year government not they put billion to buy equipment.
You because time not the game. You know the number of generals when they retire. Recently, right?
Yeah.
You know how much way government invested, train them, send them, go different courses, different get training outside Pakistan, this one, that one. So
and you know how much government go take retire general. I hope you are aware. You know, say a general for about 4 or 6 soldiers they stay with until the last day. That will not be forget. So you dey talk say VIP. You want to tell me now say it will say the late Solomon Abasa never died. You want to make police when they guide them about 6 or 8 when they come out go well now. They did there now. They did. So all those ones they just Nigeria they know how to talk to us, how to tickle our fancy. We just laugh small and forget about the pain.
Time not again. So time not again. Kingsley, time not again. I bet you get. Now so this program today. So just one word to federal government. Just one word. As we all to Nigerians, your brothers and sisters.
The thing, like I said, Apollo, it's not issue of the paint house where it don't fall. Now the foundation, it comes to issue of able to elect the right leader in any area of government. If Nigerians can elect, we can now choose people where go fit make policies, where go fit make laws. Like my brother just said, see, this guy, like I said, truth is a scarce commodity in Nigeria. He's been giving us facts and figures, telling us the way it is. It's not painting it, and I'm happy about that. That is what we should be doing. Not wait for letting you. If you get opportunity, talk truth. That's your small WhatsApp group. He gets some people WhatsApp administration and WhatsApp admin. Only to even because you not talk for him party, he go remove you, he go block you. Now, he not be governor. He not be chairman. Only WhatsApp at me. He they block.
Okay, Kingsley, they don't tell us we could wrap up. The same will wrap up. We salute you from all the time we take spent. They also contribute to nation building. Before we come out here, like I talk, as a time, our raffle draw now every 2 days. *347 *732 hash. Just test yourself. Tell yourself this IT guys are telling yourself what is they all about. Make a try. *347 *732 hash and. You don't join us with that. Also, I thank you well for time we take join this evening for nation building. And my brother from UK, I salute you too for the time we take join us. We'll do this thing again next week by the grace of God. By tomorrow we'll do it now for Good Morning Nigeria, and we'll do one-on-one with the State Commissioner for Information. We'll open the lines, make we talk to them concerning Edo and where Edo dey. Until then, God bless Nigeria. My name is Emma Pololo. Bye-bye.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Welcome to the program Youth Perspective on Independence Television. I am your host, Joy Obaisiamo. And as you know, on this special program, we look at societal matters from the youth perspective. And today is no different. Today, we will be looking at, business as a young adult, going into business, navigating the business world and, having to achieve success. I will be having this conversation today with my guest, Ambassador Terry Osemigye. He is the MD CEO of Unbeatable Motors and also the vision bearer of Educa Auction. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Joy. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
All right.
All right, let's quickly get into the conversation. Let me know about my viewers. Let's get into that particular, let's just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
What are those traits do you think that, young adults should have before they get into business? Some persons will say that this person is born to be a businessman.
Mhm.
Is there something like that?
Thank you so much for that. Actually, to start up a business as a young man, as a youth, it actually do not require so much. Yes, it don't require so much. First of all, you need to identify the kind of business that you want to do. You need to know exactly what you want to do. And then you also need to have passion for the kind of business that you think you also want to do. When you have all these things, I think you don't need too much, because these are the things that will drive you to be able to, do this kind of business or do whatever kind of business that you want. Another thing is that as a youth, you can start very small. You don't have to start big. All right. But some of the youths today are actually looking for a way to start so big. And that's the reason why you see that so many youth are not actually, finding themselves in business. Again, there are some certain business that you can start without, like with little or nothing. All right. But those business can look like, a business that some youth do not want to identify themselves with, because some of them see themselves as graduates. They see themselves as people who have more knowledge, who have gone far and wide, and for that reason, they want to start so big. But if you look inward, there are some business that you can actually start with small, and you begin to, follow it up from there, little by little, and you grow from there. So, what you really need as a young man is not so much. Be determined, and then look for a business, and then start small. That's what I would advise any youth out there.
All right, you're a businessman yourself, MD of Unbeatable Motors. You're into automobiles.
Yes.
And so tell us, starting up, you didn't just start now, right?
Yeah.
What are those challenges that, personally from your end, what are those challenges that you faced, coming up right now?
All right. For me, it's something that I would like to really share. And that's why I'm so glad that you're asking me this question right now. I remember in 2009, when I decided to go into the car business, my challenge was capital. You will agree with me that to do car business, you can't start small. There's no way you can start small doing a car business. That's just the simple truth. So, but truly, when I started, I didn't have the cash, the capital to start. But what I did was that I got engaged with the business, and I started learning the business while I was trying to do other little business, like selling of clothes, selling of shoes to my friends, to my family. I started doing that, and that was how I was able to, generate some few amounts of money far back 2009. I think it's about 16 years now. I started like that, and before you know it, because the business as at that time was the business that I really want to do, I actually look around and I said to myself, car business is the only business that I like. But then I didn't have the capital. So I kept on little by little in other businesses, and I started raising money, started gathering money till get a particular point. The thing is, while I was even in the car business, I didn't have money to buy, but because I was already in the business, I was already doing some form of marketing of cars. So I started, getting calls from family and friends.
Like a car agent.
Yes, like they wanted to buy from me. They even want to ask me, okay, I saw you posting, can you advise? So that was how I started. And before you know it, these persons will actually want to buy from me. What I do is that I try to get from these people who own this vehicle at that time, and then I sell and then make my own little profit. So that was how I started little by little. And before you know it, I was able to raise some certain amount of money. I could remember very clearly the first money that I raised to actually bought a car to sell was about 380,000. That was in the year 2012. All right.
That's a long time.
Yes, I raised 380,000, and I was able to look for a particular car to buy, and that was my first car. All right, and even the 380,000 at that point. When I actually wanted to buy the first car, the car was like 420,000. All right. So what I did was that I have a boss of mine that I was working with then, of blessed memory, though he's late now. His name is Idaosa Jos Bazwa, JBS Estate. I used to work with him under the entertainment sector then. And then I went to meet him, and I told him, I said, sir, I'm into this business, and for the first time, I've been able to raise some money, and I want to buy a car to start selling. Let me just start with this. And it was like, oh, really? I said, yes. Okay. What do you have? How much do you have? I said, I have 380,000. I said, okay, how much is the vehicle? I said, 450,000. He said, okay, no problem. That was how he gave me the balance of that, Now, he told me one thing after some time. He said, the reason why I gave you that money is because over time, I have seen it in you that you are a business-minded person, and you are serious with what you're doing. And that's why I gave you that money. So, ever since then, I was able to grow that 450,000 naira into millions. You know, I grew to a stage whereby I was able to, you know, open my own car shop. I was able to incorporate my own business. You know, so this is how I started. So while I was also doing that, another thing that you must also look at is when you are trying to grow a business, you must try to move with the right set of people. You must have to follow good link, good network. You know, you must have to, you know, be able to go out to events and try to, you know, identify with people, connect with people. And you also need to let people know this is what I'm doing. All right. And while you are doing that, you also have to look at the area of taking your business beyond just, you know, staying there. You have to take it to the social media. In fact, I could tell you for free that in car business in Edo State, I am one of those who started marketing on social media. I can tell you that in Sapele Road as a whole, where I started my car business, I am one of those. And so many car dealers will tell you that when this issue of using WhatsApp to get to customers, get to your, you know, bring your co-dealers together and, you know, I started it. Until now, one of those group that I created has amounted to about 43 million people on Facebook.
That's quite a huge
yes.
success. And so talk to us about, you know, those down moments that you have to now learn from. It's not all rosy.
True.
A lot of times.
True.
So talk to us about that, the failures where you have to, you know, stand up and be like, okay, I have to keep pushing.
Yeah.
Things like that. How was it for you, the journey?
Okay. Yes, every business has their ups and downs. When I was coming up, I used to have, you know, some of these challenges like you not having in my own line of business, because every business have their own various challenges. Yeah, so my own business, my biggest challenge was that I didn't have enough capital to start it, you know, at one point, at a given point. So I started small, and the bad thing about car business is if you have just a car, the car can remain there for almost a year. All right, because you have just a car.
Doesn't go bad.
Not like it doesn't go bad. The good part is that it does not go bad. Car business, when you buy your car, you leave it there. It can be there for another 2 years. If you want to sell, you can still make that profit that you want to make, even beyond the profit that you have planned to sell before.
Wow.
All right, but the bad thing is that if you do not have enough capital to be able to have at least 5 cars, that's when you are sure of selling at least once every month. When you have enough cars, you know, you are sure of selling at least once every month. But if you have one car, you can be there for 6 months if not sold. Because perhaps that your car is not the car that people really want at that point. But if you have more of those vehicles, you can always sell. And so what it means is that, you know, I wasn't making money more often. But the business is so lucrative. People make money here and there, every now and then. But it depends on when you have enough capital. So it took me a very long time to be able to, you know, kind of pass that stage. And I was able to pass that stage because I was well recognized in the business. I got involved, you know, with so many people, politicians, entertainers, businessmen. And if I couldn't sell my car, as a friend, as a colleague, or as somebody who I've done business with before, you can decide to bring a car for me to sell. So before you knew it, I started getting people giving me, you know, so much vehicle in my own care to sell. So before you know it, I'm having like 10 cars already. All right. Because over time, I've been able to, you know, sell myself. And not just that, you have to be able to show people that, yeah, they can trust you with money. Because dealing with car business is dealing with money. Exactly. And people can come and give you a car worth, you know, 10 million and say, help me to sell. So it's like giving you 10 million naira cash to help sell. So people always look for that person that they can trust. That person who has that, fear of, of wanting to keep his or her name, to ensure that their integrity, exactly, that's the right word, of wanting to keep their integrity. Those are the people that they are always looking for to engage in business. So if you are also trying to do any form of business, you must also ensure that you have integrity. And that integrity must be seen in you. Because people just look at you and they give, maybe based on the conversation they must have had with you based on one or two questions they must have asked somebody about you. So they will want to know if you really have that integrity before they can do business with you.
All right, my viewers, if you have been following us right from the onset of this, program, Youth Perspective, firstly, at some point we've talked about integrity and we've talked about how you can be able to go into, and today we're talking about business. So you see that, we're just following it step by step, and now integrity is actually coming in again.
Yeah.
We're going to take a very short break right now. Then when we come back, we'll dig deeper into this discussion. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Youth Perspective on Independent Television. And I still remain your host, Joy Obaisiagbon. And I am with Ambassador Terry, talking about, youth in business, having to achieve success and navigating, the challenges in business. So let's move forward, actually. Talking about mentorship. You talked about networking. I don't think in any business that, any young adult would want to go into, they wouldn't want to need a mentor in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about mentorship, how do you think young adults can actually, leverage mentorship in achieving success in business generally?
Okay. I think mentorship is one way to grow in business because you must learn from someone before you can grow in that business. And it also requires a lot of, being dedicated, all right? Because people like to take those who are dedicated before they can say, okay, this person, let me show them this way. So first of all, you have to be very serious with yourself, and then you have to be loyal. If you're working with somebody, you have to be loyal so that the person can actually use his whole complete mind to say, okay, let me, tutor you very well. So mentorship is very, very important. All right. Personally, I actually went through mentorship in car business. In fact, before I got to this stage, I have tried some certain things before I actually, came into car business. Okay. So that means that you have to keep trying, till you are able to get what you feel you want to do. And you got to keep meeting the right people and making them understand that you are ready to learn. You are ready to, follow their footsteps and let them mentor you. All right. So when you keep bringing out this form of attitude, people will take you so seriously. All right. So for me, my car business, I am 100% open. By the grace of God, I've been able to, mentor so many youths, in the past few years, let me say the past 10 years, I've been able to mentor some youths. And by the grace of God, one of the first youth I mentored in car business is overseas now, and he's doing very well. And there's no time that he comes to this country that he doesn't, reach out to me. When he's even there, he calls me. And I have so many of them still here in this country that I've been able to also mentor, and they're all doing well.
Yeah, you see, the way you talk about this, your car business, you're making it, look as though, I feel like I should, come into it and,
Well,
of course, it's very lucrative, right?
Yeah. Car business is a lucrative business. Another thing is, in car business, even if you don't have money, you can actually be there and you'll be making money. Remember I told you that at a point I started getting people giving me cars, because I was already learning the business, and before they were giving me cars. As a matter of fact, I started getting people giving me cars before I was able to even raise money to buy my car.
But let's be very realistic right now. If I'm to come into your car business, right?
Yeah.
Talking about the agency part of it, can we actually balance that part? Like, because when you talk about the real estate, people will be like, oh, 10%, 5%, 15%, 20%. I even heard right now that some persons are collecting 15%, right? So how does it really work in, your line of business?
Okay, fine. Ours is not percentage. It's called commission.
Oh.
All right. But there's a particular slang that we call it in our business. It's called do my share. All right. It's like saying you are able to do the business, so you have to share. All right. Now, in our business, you get commission based on any car you are able to help sell. all right, and there's no particular amount to the kind of commission that you might get.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short very quickly. Talking about these finances in business, how do you think we can actually manage, having to, take care of responsibilities and knowing when to take risks in business, generally speaking?
Taking risk in business is something that one must always do, because if you don't take risk, at times you may not grow.
Exactly.
But again, before you take the risk, be sure that you have been mentored. Be sure that you've known, the business. Be sure that you understand the business that you want to go to. Be sure that yes, you like the kind of business that you want to go into. That's what matters, because getting capital to do a business is one of the biggest problem anyone can face. It's always not easy to get capital to start a business. That is why I said earlier that you must have to start very small. All right. In my kind of business right now, as it is right now, you can be there and helping to market my business. And when I sell, I send you a commission, and that commission is from 100,000 and above. All right. It depends. If it is between a car of like maybe 2-3 million naira, be sure that you can get like 100,000. If it is between a car of 5 million, be sure that you can get like 200,000. So it depends. If it's a car of like maybe 10 million naira, be sure that you can get like 500,000. I don't know if you get my point.
No, yeah.
So, but it also depends on how you are able to, because another thing is when you bring somebody to come and buy a car from me, that person is your own sure connection, right? So you also have to some extent, some influence in that person. So you are to do your own part to ensure that the person eventually buy from me. Because I'm not the only marketer out there. There are so many other marketers. All right. So other persons who are also selling are also trying to sell. So you who is bringing that person to me should be able to also do your best to ensure that the person eventually buys from me. All right. So by the time the person eventually buys from me, you are sure of your percentage. All right. So that is the way it's done. Whether you say it or not, as long as you're able to bring a buyer to me, before you leave, I'll tell you, send me your account number. Since you bring that buyer, and I'll send you money, because I understand that you have just done your job, because it's not easy to get somebody to buy your product. All right. So for you to bring that person to me, you will be well appreciated.
All right. As we've heard from Ambassador Terry, he's actually an ambassador, so he's open to teaching you how to go into car business if you're willing to, help you and mentor you go through it. So very quickly before we go, we cannot totally rule out, the set of people that are actually in business right now. A lot of them, their business have gone down, looking at Nigeria economy.
Yeah.
So lastly, before we go, your final words, can you actually, help us, talk to us? How do you think, people like that can actually come out from that and bounce back into business and, see that it goes well?
Okay. You see, the situation in Nigeria right now economically is telling on everybody. No business that is not feeling it right now. Even in car business, I remember some years ago, some certain amount of money can get you like up to 10 cars. Some years ago with 20 million, I can get 10 cars. I don't know if you get my point. But that 20 million today can just get you 2 cars, let me say 3 cars maximum.
Depending on
the kind of car that you want to buy. And, Nigerians love sophisticated, things. And the kind of cars that are actually, sellable in the market, that are of high demand right now in the market, are the kind of car that you want to get. All right. And if you fail to go and get the kind of car that is, that is not in the market, then you'll be rest assured that you're going to lose. You're going to lose, because at the end of the day, the car will remain there, and perhaps you have to go and sell it below the price. Okay. So I will advise people now, you just have to keep on doing your best. You don't have to stop, because I know some persons who, because of the dollar increments and so many other things that have allowed for the car business to be very high, they actually step up the business. All right. And some persons like myself kept on pushing, even though I know that the money I used to have that I can use to buy like 5-10 cars, I cannot buy that car again. But I don't have to just completely go out of business. I have to keep on doing the business and hoping for the best, hoping that yes, tomorrow I'm able to get a better capital to invest more in my business. So you just have to keep going on. And for the youths out there, let me say this, those youth in Edo State, I am very, very open. If you feel that you want to learn car business, you are sure that you are ready to learn car business, be it a male or a female. I have tutored both male and female in this business before. So if you feel you want to learn it, be free to reach out to me. By the grace of God, I have my own company where I sell my cars. I will put you through.
All right, thank you very much. That's a wonderful one right there. As you've heard from my guest today, keep on pushing. Don't stop. It's not all rosy out there. We understand all businesses face challenges, right? So, thank you so much for joining us today. Until we'll meet again next week, I'm Joy Obaisiagmo. Bye for now.
Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
Certainly the best.
Top of the evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. It's another lovely episode of your favorite men's rendezvous on television, which is the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television, reaching you live from the city of Bronx. Yes, of course, I love to call it a city where the king is truly king. Now, for starters, the Guys Hangout Show is a show that, teaches men to prioritize themselves and to put themselves first, and of course to invest in themselves, because it's no news that society looks up to men a lot. A whole lot is expected of men in the society, from protection to provision and what have you. Now, if you don't have to give, you really can't give. Just like they say, you can't give what you don't have. So it's very important that men learn to prioritize themselves and invest in themselves. For that is the only way they can actually have to give to others. My name is Harry Aigboje, and of course it's my pleasure to have you join us on this beautiful episode of the show. Now, to take a look at tonight's discourse with me are two beautiful, two amazing, two viral young men right here with me, and together we're going to be doing justice to the topic. Now, to my far left, of course I always love to start with my far left, is someone who is a colleague and also a public affairs analyst. He goes by the name of Michael. It's good to have you, Michael.
It's great to be here again. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Michael. How's your day been?
It's been great. Wonderful. You look great.
Thank you, and you too.
Thank you.
All right, seated next to Michael, seated in between us, is a public affairs analyst as well. He's a member of the family. He's a brother, a colleague, and someone who is very passionate about things that have to do with men and masculinity. He goes by the name of Ramsey Uwaila Abu. Good to have you, Ramsey.
Thank you, Harry. It's always a pleasure to be on the show. The show has given us a platform to help correct some of these things in society that needed to be corrected.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a pleasure being here to talk about some of these things that affect us, because what better platform is there than this, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a very important topic before us, right? A very interesting one. It's something that has to do with young men and their finances. Okay? So first of all, like I said in opening, a lot is expected of men. So one of those responsibilities that society has placed on the shoulder of men is the need, for them to meet their financial obligations. And what are those financial obligations? Taking care of everyone around them, right? Of course, a man gets to a certain age and then society already expects him to, lift his family out of poverty, so to speak. If he has a mother or a father, he's expected to take care of, them. And then if he has a woman in his life, let's say he's not even married yet, it's just a girlfriend that he has. By default, society expects him, to live up to certain financial obligations, like, giving her money for upkeep, And then, of course, there's this maintenance money, right? Hence, you hear some women telling some men that say, can you maintain me? Can you take care of me? Now, we're looking at how relationships, dating, affect the financial potentials of young men of this generation. Now, why is it that when a man doesn't have money, let's start from there, society doesn't seem to, take him seriously?
Thank you very much for that. Well, it's quite unfortunate that we're in a system, a society whereby the poor doesn't have no words of their own. They don't have a say. You can't talk. In this society today now, we have many persons that are pressurized. All right. Now, if you don't have money, you can't belong. Understand? You can't belong. You know what I mean? Let me be elliptical.
Okay.
You can't belong. You get. So it's so unfortunate right now that, okay, you see, some persons are not so much traumatized to the extent that because they want to belong, they're not doing some illicit, putting their hands in some illicit activities. You understand? So I really don't know, but it's just where we find ourselves. You get. So if we can change that kind of parochial mentality, I can't, because of, see, some persons find themselves in a particular situation which is not their fault. You get. You just have to live with it and do your level best to come outside from that from that situation. It doesn't mean that you're going to stay there forever. You get. See, some of these youths today, they don't have to be pressurized negatively. Because you want your voices to be heard, you're going to start, putting your hands in one or two dirty, prescribed on things or the other. You understand? So it's just quite unfortunate that until you have it, before you can, be there among the chosen ones, in quotes.
Now, thank you very much, Michael. Ramsey, there seems to be this growing trend, especially in the media space, right? Of men saying that relationship has become like a poverty alleviation scheme. Right? So a lot of guys are now shying away from relationships. Some will just tell you, say, I'm no longer interested in relationships. Some, have made up their minds to abstain from anything that has to do with relationship because of the attendant effects, because of the features of such relationships. You are in a relationship, for instance, and certain things are expected of you. Even if your girlfriend isn't asking you for anything, even if she's not directing, in her demands, all it takes is just for her to complain about certain things. Some people call it indirect mode of asking. She tells you, "Oh, my rent is due." Yeah. Right. I need to make my hair. I haven't made my hair for the past 2 weeks.
She didn't ask you, but she's asking you.
She didn't ask, but she just. Do you understand? And then, as a man, I had a friend that once said that, say, imagine your girlfriend complaining to you and you can't do anything as a man. That makes you less of a man. And this is the sad reality of a lot of men of this generation. How did we get here?
Yes, there are still some girls out there who knows what they are doing. I think I will fault those guys who went for what I call outer beauty, what I call a coconut carrying a human hair, what I call an empty brain, wearing makeups and all that. Who sees you are going for that girl who sees you as a poverty alleviation scheme. If she can afford these things in her father's house, why would she disturb you with these things? The problem, I know many girls out there will say, okay, if you can as well get whatever it is you are doing with her, having sex with her and all that, why did you decide to go for her? But the truth is, it is not a market thing. I didn't buy it. I am not paying for it. It's not transactional. Thank you very much. It's not transactional. Now, for a man, if you are a man, you should be able to take a stance and say, I will only go for that lady who is career-oriented, who is focused, who wants to do something in life besides depending on a man. Such lady will not give you problems in relationship. But when you decide to go for that one who is looking for someone that will remove our family from poverty, you always have problem. Mind you, even if you have all the money on planet Earth, if you spend today, you spend tomorrow, you spend the day after, human wants are always insatiable. The day you don't have, should go for the higher bidder. Then the next person will continue. There is always this dependence on money. If money is no longer there to oil the engine of the relationship, they should go for another person that has the money so that the engine of the relationship will continue to be oiled and all that. Okay. So the thing is, as a man, you shouldn't start with such relationship. The way girls say, I cannot date a broke guy, I don't know why guys are dating broke girls. What is the first sign of a broke girl?
That's a serious one, because
Yes.
I mean it's been generating lots of controversies on social media, because that's where we are right now. Some guys are saying, you know, if ladies are saying they can't date broke guys, then I think
We
it's
shouldn't date a
time
broke
to
girl.
start they're paying them in their own coin. So we're not dating broke girls. So
No, we
the
should
question
not.
is,
Reciprocal.
where would that take us as a people? Because what that actually has turned relationships to is, you know, a trade by barter thing.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, in those days, we heard of most of our parents, our grandparents, you know, fell in love. There was true love. They fell in love without much financial consideration. That was not to say that they didn't care for each other, or that they did not, you know, feel the need to want to buy things and give, I mean, give gifts to each other. But nowadays, these relationships are hinged on these things.
Yeah.
So if you take these things away from relationships,
there will be no relationship.
there will be no relationship. So
That's
my
the
question
problem.
is, what does the future hold for young people
If we continue like this,
if we continue like this?
there will be no marriage. The only thing we'll have will be wedding ceremonies. And these days, there are even many girls are even hyping or putting all their hope on how their wedding is going to look like, instead of thinking of how their marriage should look like. And that's because they have tied the whole of their life to the financial status of a man. Sir, if all men can decide to say we are not dating a broke girl, it will bring us to normalcy. It will bring us to what we call real marriage.
Okay.
No, when the Reverend Father says for richer or for poorer, some people will say for richer, he knows that there will be time where there will be what? The worst. It's not going to be good all the time. So this time when things are not working out well for your man, will you still be able to stay? Who is that man that is so rich that at time there will be no hiccups in his life or financial and status and all that? Definitely there will be time when this man needs money. Will you still be there as his wife? So when you start a relationship with money, I can take care of you. Can you afford me? Yes, I can afford you. As if they are products. We only afford things that we buy, we use and done.
Commodities.
How can you say, as a human being, you are asking a man if he can afford you?
Like you are some sort of commodity.
Then you sold your rights, you sold everything, he can afford you, then he owns everything about you. And later you come outside to say you are a feminist. Women should be given equal rights. When you have been bought by a man, you ask if he can afford you. So the problem now is, guys out there, look for a woman who is a real woman. A woman who knows that she is in life not because she just wants to depend on a particular man, but to make money herself and going to marry. For such women, you enjoy marriage. But if you pick that one who is looking for someone that will take her out of poverty, you will keep spending and spending. At the end, you will still lose her because she is fit for the streets and not for the home.
Not for the home. Okay. Now we pray that we do not end up with one of those that are suited for the streets. Now, Michael, Ramsey just said something about some men's poor choices. He said that a lot of guys that end up with such women, it's because they actually went for such women. But the question on my mind when he was saying that was, how many good women? Because he said that there are women that do not share that mindset. But the question is, do we have enough of such women to go around nowadays? Do you think so? Do you think we have enough of such women to go around?
Yeah, of course. First of all, I think many persons, many of these females, they're living bogus life. You want sports hits at the outset of the relationship.
Exactly.
When they enter it, they lose their wrapper, they lose their exteriors, because you begin to see the real color.
The real them.
Because at the outset of the relationship, because you are a safe space for them, they will just show you their good side. But when they are in, they begin to show you the terrible part of it, and you start wondering, like, I don't understand, is this the person that I was with? You know, like from your question, you said, are there
good women, enough good women to go around?
Yes, actually there are good women to go around. So
you think men are looking in the wrong places?
No, the thing is that actually there are many women like that can go around, but you see, most guys today, they go for what they see. They're looking for voluptuous women.
Oh wow!
Like when I take this girl out, people be like, wow, you really select.
Wow.
They're not looking for the interior. Just check out for the lady's eccentricity, how she behaves. Is this a lady or a wife material?
So you're saying, in essence, that some guys are more interested in the outward appearance.
Of course.
You know, like you just said, some of them have these mentality that, oh, well, I mean, I have to pick a girl that will suit my personality.
Good.
The type that, you know, when I step out with her, everybody will be like, wow, this guy chose well.
That is, you know, because of this parochial mindset, they're looking for who they can showcase, who they can flaunt outside. Like this is somebody that chose after. You get, so that kind of thing. Now that woman, she knows this is why you actually chose her.
Okay.
You get, but she wants you to keep feeding her like that. She makes that threatening you. Like, if you don't, I have other persons that I can go and be with. You understand? So because of the parochial mentality at the outset, you get. So there are actually many of these women to go around. If the boys choose relax, you know, to look the right way, to look the right direction, there are actually very, very many to go around. Understand?
Now, Ramsey, I think, because a lot of times we accuse women of being too materialistic, right? So what you guys have said now is actually, it actually puts men in the same category. Because, I mean, if women are looking for superficial things in men, men are also looking for superficial things in women.
In women. Like, the question could also be, are there good men to go around?
Okay.
We only have few. The kind of men we have these days are men who like flashy things, who, like he rightly said, who love
voluptuous
women, women who they will present and their guys will like, you tried, you are a man and all that, but without thinking about the character, the content of this woman. But then there are beautiful girls out there who also have good character.
If boys actually calm down, look, see, for everything there's a reason. Right, so at the outset of everything, look out for is this the kind of, like you rightly said, is this the kind of person that will give me peace of mind? See, heaven is a place of splendor, but there was war. So in marriage, no matter how rich you are, there will still be, you know, some sort of problems. You understand? So this particular girl I'm investing on, will she become a liability on assets? That should be the rhetorical question you ask yourself.
Should become a liability on assets. That's a $1 million question right there, because I think this is a question that a lot of young men don't ask themselves. Okay, they are easily carried away by the superficial things, the glamour, the glitz and glamour. She's a fine girl, you know, she speaks well and all of that. Ramsey asked the question earlier: how long will they sustain the relationship? What happens when the wrinkles begin to set in? What happens when she's no longer that beautiful girl that you met the first time? What happens when all of these things begin to change? Will she continue to be that, you know, person that you met that first time? Now, Ramsey, what do you have to say about what the question I asked him?
Now,
the fact that a lot of guys really can't give account of give a reasonable account of their expenditure annually as per relationship.
And their expenditure is on the relationship. That's where their money goes. See, the truth is, when I see guys trying to make a woman comfortable by spending all his money on the woman, using the word I am maintaining my woman and all that, I begin to marvel, like, do we still have some foolish people in this society? A woman that was given high latch, she said it's not enough by God, she added to it.
Okay.
A woman that removed the eyebrow, she will remove it with razor and draw another one. A woman that as well decided to increase her bum bum. A woman that as well decided to increase every part of her body just to. A woman that is not satisfied. God was not able to satisfy a woman.
And you think you can.
And you think you can. The man will die. And the woman will continue to live. Other men will continue to maintain her. The truth is, do what you can do. It is not even your responsibility to maintain a woman you've not taken as your wife, you've not married. You are not a poverty alleviation scheme. If she needs all these things, her father should be able to provide it for her. If her father cannot provide, her other brother cannot provide, her family cannot provide, she can't even provide it for herself. Then who said, where is it written in our constitution that a boyfriend must always provide all the needs of a girl? A girl that loves you will never stress you. She will not ask you what she knows that you cannot afford. If she's asking you what she knows you cannot afford, she's trying to say you can't take care of me and I'm moving. Maybe she's saying anything directly. Because she knows you cannot provide this 1 million, for example. And she's asking you for $1 million. She knows you can't provide it. Indirectly, she just needs a reason to go. Then you let her go. And focus on someone that will grow with you, that will help you build your home, and all that. Now you see, it is not also their fault. There are some guys out there who have so concentrate and value this idea of physique of a woman. She must have this, she must have that. And that's what leads some girls to go for this, is it BBL, BBL, this and that, enhancement, because that's what get. But the truth is, those guys just want to use you as show off. The love is not there. When it's time for that guy to settle down, he will go to that other girl out there, who they see as Mary Amaka or Christians and all that. That's the girl he wants to make the mother of his unborn kids. Then the other one is for show off, for showmanship and all that. So they should know that a man that really loves you will not want you to go under the knife just because he wants you to add more flesh to what God has given you. It is from the heart that you actually see the beauty of a woman. Who said there are no beautiful girls out there that are well-mannered also? That doesn't make girls that are well-mannered that are not beautiful. They are beautiful. There are beautiful girls out there. They are well-mannered. They are focused. They know what they want. You go for such. Okay. So the fault is from some of those guys who make it look like this is what all men want in a woman. That is not what all men want. Men want a woman that will be the mother of their kids. You've drunk with a man, you smoke and shisha like a dragon with him, you've done different things with him. Once it's time for marriage, the man will remind you of your past life and say, I can't marry this woman. I am going for this. And you say, all men are scum and all men are the same and all that. You've forgotten when he was paying you for it. When you were collecting thousands, when you were collecting millions from him, when he was taking you all around the world, you were sitting in front of the car and all that. He paid for it and he got whatever he wants. He's done with you. Now he wants to settle down. You are crying. So girls out there, I think they should see beyond just outer beauty and start working on themselves.
Thank you so much, Ramsey. Michael, he said something that struck me, that, you know, a woman who actually has your interest at heart and who is with you for the long haul will not expect you to spend, you know, extravagantly on her. What that tells me is that, you know, a woman who expects you to spend so much already has an exit plan.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't even see a future with you. Because if she does see a future with you, she would advise you and encourage you to invest, knowing that, you know, whatever comes out of that investment, she's going to be a part of it in the long run. Do you share that thought?
Yeah, of course, yeah, definitely. Now, somebody that really loves you will not stress you, all right? So most of these girls, they know what they're doing. Like, what he said just now, he said, I think, talked about a girl looking for a reason, a purpose to leave
a relationship.
All right. See, most of these guys that are close to their partners, they know the capacity, they know the extent,
the limits,
the limits, the pockets. Okay. You get. So a girl that actually, you know, have your heart, and she will not want you to spend redundantly. So most of these girls today, anyway, let me not say most of them, a few of these girls, like very, very few.
Some of them, okay.
Yeah, some of them. What they do, if they actually love a boy, they point you in the right direction. They want you to, okay, why don't you try this one out since the other one did not work out? Like they push you to your goal. They may even lead you to tears. You'll be like, who is this angel?
True.
You understand? So most of these girls, there are just a few girls, I beg your pardon, just a few girls that have this kind of mentality. Most of them are carried away by these social media material things. Look at what my friend's boyfriend got for her.
Let's not forget about social media influencers.
Yeah.
I just got a new hair.
Yes.
My friends need to see it.
Yeah. So
her boyfriend bought it for her.
You get. So as we're moving together, I was the black sheep. I was the one that was left out. Look at them with their, you know, their exorbitant hair.
She was under pressure.
Just look at, yeah, you understand. So this kind of girl, that is, if Grandma Cooper met me, I would say that's the reddest flag. You understand? Okay. So you understand. So that kind of thing, if a boy spots such error or such thing, nobody should tell you to, according to the balance, to borrow more leg and run.
Okay.
You understand? So a girl that really, really loves you will not overstress you.
All right. Now, yeah. Ramsey, what's your advice for young men who are in one-chance relationships?
Okay.
One chance in terms of, you know that the person you're with right now doesn't really have your interest at heart, but because you're already emotionally attached, you don't know what to do to opt out. What's your advice for such?
Let me remind them.
Less than 30 seconds.
Yes, let me remind them, if they've forgotten that you can give a woman everything. Give her all the money. There'll be one bicycle repairer. It could just be a driver. It could just be the vulcanizer by the roadside who is servicing her. Let me use that word. And you are the one spending the money. Women don't even know what they want. They can fall in love with anybody just for anything. So you can be taken as your dogu.
Some women.
Yeah, some women. You can be taken as your dogu.
Okay.
While she would just love the other guy because of the way he looks. So if you think money can buy love, you will spend and spend and spend. At the end, it will still end in futility.
So in a nutshell, money can't buy love.
Can't buy love.
Definitely.
All right, Michael?
Yeah. I think, well, like you said, let me contribute to it. So most of these relationships that we find ourselves in, just do your level best and leave the rest. You don't have to kill yourself. You don't have to pressurize. Like you said just now, you said some women, they found calmness, they found safe space in some certain persons. They can like a guy because of his sexual powers. They can like one because of his pockets. You know, they can like one because of his.
So there's no particular reason why.
No particular reasons.
Exactly.
Women are ones
to men. Okay.
just insatiable. Okay. You just can't please them. So just do your level best. You understand, and leave the rest.
All right, guys, I want to say a big thank you for making tonight's edition a success. You guys have been really, really amazing. Well, like they say, a word is enough for the wise. You really can't go beyond your limits. Every human being has a limit, okay? And the moment you begin to try to stretch your limits, that's when you begin to wear yourself out. And then the moment you're done, she would leave you for the next person. Okay, so just like they've said, if there's anything I can take away from what they've said so far, is the fact that you can't please anyone, not just women. Okay, you can't please anyone. Human wants are insatiable. Where you stop is where somebody else is going to begin. So why not just do the best that you can? And just like Michael said, the person that loves you will not stress you. Seriously, whoever loves you will not stress you. If that person you are dating is stressing you, just know that the person is not for you. And you'll be doing yourself a world of good to walk out of that relationship. It's been the Guys Hangout Show on Independent Television. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you out there. A big thank you to the gentlemen in the house for making today a success. My name is Harry Agbo J, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, ensure you make every single day of your life count. Do have yourself a beautiful night rest. Bye for now.
Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contacting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
ITV, certainly the best.
Certainly the best.
It's Law and You, the program that brings legal issues to the people and the people to the law. Today, we shine the spotlight on accountability in governance, a cornerstone of democracy that ensures those entrusted with power do not abuse it or abandon their duties. But what happens when public officials fail to perform? Are citizens helpless observers, or does the law empower them to demand change and seek redress? From petitions and, of course, public interest litigations to recall processes and legal sanctions, this edition explores the legal remedies available to citizens when elected or appointed officials fail in their duties. We will be speaking with legal minds and, of course, rights advocates on what the Constitution says and what the court can do and what you, as a citizen, must know. And don't forget, you stay with us on Law and You as it unfolds the power of the law in the hands of the people. My name is Philip Omao-Gyukbo. We'll be looking at accountability in governance and, of course, legal remedies, that the citizens can explore. We will also have the opportunity to have the presence of a custodian of the law in the person of Emmanuel Obakpolo. Big thanks for always having time to be part of the show.
Good afternoon, Philip. Good afternoon, Nigerians.
All right, let's quickly set the ball rolling. A lot that needs to be done as regards getting it right. We have a system that needs to, work effectively. But first of all, what is accountability in governance? And how does it apply to the citizens demanding this? What importance does it have for citizens to demand this from the government of the day?
Yeah, accountability, as pronounced, is to give records. So accountability in governance is the presentation of records on government's administration to the people and how those records have been properly handled by those in government. That is just accountability. So accountability is to ensure that the people understand and have knowledge on how governance is being carried out on their behalf by those in government.
Okay, but what is the importance? Why should they do that?
Yeah. If you look at governments, from the definition of democracy, it's a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. That is what democracy is. And now government is a machinery of governance. So those who are in government, they are managing the wealth of the nation on behalf of the people. And as such, they must give account of how those resources that are made available by the people on the people, so that the people will now understand and have knowledge properly on how governance is carried out. And this government, the governance must be on the benefit of the people. That is all. That is the singular reason why there must be accountability in governance. You don't go into administrative spree or financial spree on how to just spend public fund without being accountable to it.
Okay, do you see a disconnect in between, as in the aspect of the government functionaries, backing on the accountability project to make sure that they give account to the people and render their still worship, and again the aspect of the people, those who are being governed, demanding this? Do you see a disconnect?
Yes, I see a disconnect, because if you look at the provisions of the Constitution, the extant Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which upholds and observe and also demand practice of the separation of power, which is spelled out of and enshrined in section 4, 5, and 6, is all about accountability. And also, if you look at section 85 subsection 1 of the extant constitution, we provide for the office of the Auditor General of the Federation. The essence for the office of the Auditor General of the Federation is to provide for accountability, because he is the one who will audit government accounts, he audit government expenditure, and now know how money or monies that belong public fund has been used, administered, or utilized for the benefit of the people. So there is now a disconnection. Why do I say so? Because even the legislative arm, who ought to carry out oversight function in ensuring that the executive, which is vested with the power to perform executive function, and also the runnings of government on behalf of the people, are doing that as spelled out by the law. Unfortunately, we have a legislature, particularly in this Fourth Republic, that is so lackadaisical and a rubber stamp. So wherein instead of them to carry out their function, they are busy carrying out the lullaby of on your mandate we shall stand. That is not the reason why they are elected. That is not why a legislative function. The legislative function is to ensure that accounts and accountability as rendered by the executive are done on behalf of the people, even to them, properly, so that the people can now be beneficiaries of government expenditures and the runnings of government.
Okay, when you say the legislative arm seems to be failing in that, let's draw a dichotomy, because I understand separations of power, by Montesquieu has brought a situation where the legislative arm, make laws, and of course why the executive implement these laws, and then the judiciary, interpret and settle disputes, between all of this. Are you saying generally that the legislative arm under the system we operate in Nigeria is faulty to a point where any elected official seems to be tilting towards executive?
Yes, and I did say that with specific reference to the current legislative arm of government we have.
Did you say that, or do you say that as regards the officials or the system of practice?
It's not the system, because the constitution does spell out how.
Total censor. It's a constitutional provision.
And I also told you about section 85 subsection 1 of the extant constitution, which also provide for the office of the Auditor General.
So it is not a problem of the law?
It's not a problem of the law. The law is there. Is the performance of the law now. And the legislative arm also have what we call oversight function, to question how public funds are being used. But here we are. We have a legislative arm of government with a specific reference to the National Assembly, who approves all manner of laws. And the same National Assembly does not take time to ask questions on how those laws are used for, the performance, how the executive arm of government, what they be able to, how they be able to administer those laws, and how it has been of benefit to the people of Nigeria. There's no question with reference to that. And that is why you see that it appears that there is no accountability to the people of Nigeria. And that is one of the weak point, pitfalls of this administration that we have just now.
Okay. But what do you see as a causative factor? Because everything seems to be placed on a vote. The ayes have it, or the nay.
With specific reference to public funds, it is more than the question of the aye or the nay have it. It is more than that. And that is why I repeat, I did say that the legislative arm has a duty of oversight function, because the people cannot gather like a Portuguese assembly to begin to ask questions on what their monies are used for. It is their representative, both the Senate and the House of Representatives now at the federal level, and the state houses of assembly at the state level, and the legislative arm of government at the local government level, who carry out this functionality on behalf of the people. And here we are. Their performance is a near it's
abysmal.
It's a near zero. Abysmal. That is the right word to use. And that is why you see today that even government after government, there is no form of accountability, and there is no how the people could ask questions. However, the Freedom of Information Act has provided another leeway for individuals or group of individuals to ask questions.
Thank you very much. Well, in case you're just coming across this program, it's Law and You, and we are all about accountability in governance and seeing what legal remedies are available for the citizens to, find a way to put a task on the public officials demanding accountability, of course, stewardship on the public office. And I've been speaking with Emmanuel Ogbakpolo. Well, Emmanuel Ogbakpolo raised some very, very vital issue as regards, finding a lasting solution to this. It was on my mind. You made mention of the fact that the people are giving their powers to the Legislative Assembly, their representatives, for instance. And then you also did not fail to say that even when or if these representatives fail to carry out the functions stricto sensu as they demand or request, then they also have another avenue to, explore, which is the Freedom of Information Act. Now, how can they do that? Can you deploy how this mechanism works?
Yeah. Section 3 of the Freedom of Information Act does make provision for an applicant, is a citizen now, can make application to any government institution to ask questions or to get information from that institution with respect to the day-to-day runnings of government, even where it is strictly financial.
Exactly.
Now, but that act also provides for exemptions. The act provides for exemptions where a citizen may not have the right, or an applicant, stricto sensu, may not have the right to ask for information. And what are those? What is this exemptions? Exemptions are provided for in section 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 19 of the Freedom of Information Act. Section 12 specifically provides for defense, that you cannot come and make inquiry or get information with respect to defense. And I think that is commonsensical. That is understood. But where it has to do with accountability on how government is being run, with special reference or specific reference to public fraud, that information must be made available to that citizen. And where the act again goes further to say where that is refused, that applicant or that citizen has a remedy. Well, section 25, he cannot make an application to court for court to grant order to get that information.
We'll get there, gradually we'll get there. But let's explore what you just said. You have a way of troubling my mind. And of course, I don't know if you're also doing same ripples to the minds of the viewers. A situation where we look at it where an electoral act is specifically, establishes the provisions as regards any concept or how a thing should be done, in terms of accountability. And then there's still another way in which such a person or citizen cannot, explore, in details or directly or, totally from that same, function. It seems to my mind that it's an attempt to kill an initiative ahead of the purpose. I don't know how you explain that.
Well, the law has a golden eye, and the law sees the past, the present, and the future. That is the position of the law. And I think that is the singular reason why the law makes provision for exemptions. But
when you say the law, men work on the laws.
Yes.
Before it becomes a law or before they become laws, they were once bills. And so men work on it. So what is the guarantee that the men that work on this do not deliberately work on this in order to, protect their patrimony, their personal aggrandizement that may, they may want to seek from the common good that law or that bill, is seeking for in the law. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, you may not. That may not be. That cannot be removed from that fact.
Because we've had this with the Electoral Act.
It could be to protect.
Where the Electoral Act, some part, anyways, I'm not to speak on it, seems to protect those who are even the political actors.
Yes, when you make reference to Electoral Acts, you discover that in electoral matters, they are so unique and special to the extent that even the interpretation of the laws in marrying the functionality of the electoral officers and their performance in an election gives a wide protection. What do I mean by that? There are the courts in even interpreting the law with respect to electoral acts may not consider the actors of their functionalities, of their performance, but may consider what is known as public interest or public safety. That again, to some of us, we may question that what do we mean by public safety, where there is an infringement on the rights of the voter or the electorate. Where the right of the voter or the electorate is infringed upon, is violated, do you not say that whatever interpretation you give is for public safety? That is another question begging for answer. That even the courts have not been able to give answer to. But however, we've witnessed a lot of abracadabra, legal abracadabra, but with special reference or specific reference, to my mind, to the last 2023 general elections. We've seen it. Before now, we've seen that the court visit the law strictly on electoral matters. But just now, we've seen how there is protection with respect to that. But again, let's look at the subject matter. I did say that the Freedom of Information Act provide for exemptions, and those exemptions are specified in sections 11 to section 19 with the removal of section 18 of the Freedom of Information Act, and that you can go to court as a remedy, section 25. Now you can see that even that law, the Freedom of Information Act rather, also has given the court responsibility to make order with reference to information as applied by an applicant or a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it's still within the wisdom of the court to so grant or to refuse. Again, we may have the challenge of interpretation in the nearest future.
Thank you very much. But you just raised an issue that needs to be explained in total, because there's this aspect of, getting allocations that the federal government has given to each state, for instance, in their monthly revenues, of course, monthly allocations from the federal government to the states. We've always seen it where it is not properly broken down. We can hardly, have, reports on the monthly, allocations that each state gets from the federal government. All we can get from the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee most times are usually the total amount, that is being disbursed from the federal government to the states, but not the specific amount that each state gets month in, month out from the federal government. And that what you have to get it from the Accountant General of the state. to have a well-explained copy or copies of how the state gets month in, month out allocations from the federal government. Should it be so?
Yes, it ought not to be so, because we have seen that with specific reference to the way the executive carry out the day-to-day runnings of administration in this country, it has shown that there is no transparency. In a climate where there is transparency, there ought to be a breakdown. Even the Constitution makes it clear for there to be a breakdown of how public funds are distributed or shared amongst the federal government and the 36 states of the federation. But here we are, some executive maneuverings are being carried out so that the people of Nigeria will not know that. And now, if the people of Nigeria do not have access to that information, what about their representative at the legislative angle of it?
Do they have access?
Do they have access? If they don't, do they ask questions with respect to that, or they are engaged in frivolities? So that is why the freedom, I think, that the Freedom of Information Act now makes provision.
That's the importance.
For individuals, citizens, group of citizens, to now make application.
Yeah, because
to
it's
get that information.
Yeah, because it's not every information that will be on the public space.
Yes.
So, but that Freedom of Information Act can also help.
Yes.
If you seek or require such information that may not readily be on the public space, so that you can easily access such, Okay. Okay, but how fluid or how accessible is the office of the Attorney General, for instance?
It's accessible. It's a public office. You can make your application.
Okay.
And the Freedom of Information Act also saw the possibility of the institution wherein that application is made to refuses to grant that application or request as made. And the Act now provides for, in Section 25, that you can go to court to seek a redress so that the court can grant an order. And once the court grants an order, you bring that order to them so that they can furnish you with whatever information as specified in your application.
All right, this is quite a sensitive topic, and we will not be able to exhaust it in one episode. But in the next episode, we're going to be looking more into, the sanctions, or how the citizens can be able to, access, remedies, these legal remedies, in tackling or finding way where the provisions of the law can, make sanctions on non-performing public officials that are found wanting in terms of not being able to, satisfy the public or the citizens in respect of giving account of their state worship. And that will be done basically, next week. But before we round off on this, let's look at the aspect of the legislative arm, for instance, that you raised. This is an important arm of government that helps to oversee, deploy, that helps to, look into oversight functions, of the executive. Now, how can we strengthen this body in order to be able to, help in accountability of the executive?
The law is clear with reference to legislative oversight, and that the legislature, their function as provided for by the Constitution is not just to make laws. Like we have agreed, they also have oversight functions
yes.
to perform.
Yes.
And when they refuse,
but they are lagging in that aspect. Like what you said, they are lagging in that aspect.
Yes.
So how do we strengthen that arm? But first of all, what could be the causative factor, and how can we strengthen that arm for it to be found, living up to expectation?
With the kind of legislative representative we have, and the unique structure of Nigeria, democratically, legally, and otherwise, we may have just one function or one role to play, and that is where you discover now to the citizens, where the citizens of Nigeria discover that the members of the legislative arm of government are not carrying out their functions as legislative arm, in the next election, don't vote for them.
Okay, you are talking about, okay, before that, we could also, explore the aspect of the recall process. And of course, sanctions that may also be given on that. But well, that would be what we will be having same time next week on Law and You. Well, a big thanks for taking our time to be part of this. Basically, that's what we're going to be looking at in the next episode, because we want to look at the recall process. How is it done? And of course, sanctions that will be given on non-performing public officials. How would that be carried out? So big thanks for taking our time to be part of this.
It's a pleasure to be.
My name is Philip Omar Gripo. We'll see you same time next week. Bye for now.
Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program, Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain, which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you